What's up? What's up? What's up? Top of the top. Back. What's up? What's up, y'all? What's up? What's up, family? What's good, y'all? What's up to y'all in the chat? What's up, Punches? What up? What's up, Bomber League? Sandra D. What's up, Sandra? Good morning, y'all. Good morning. We back. We back. We back. What's up, Latasha Jordan? What's up? We back. Yeah, we got a lot to talk about today. Yeah, same thing, man. We just watching the show, y'all. We just watching the show. Everything that's all together: sports, entertainment, music, acting, news, bloggers, content creators. It's all together. All right, so like I said, for the people that been tuned in, we just picking up last year when we left off at. Yeah, last year was about the big dogs. You know about Jayz and everybody else now, so we not they irrelevant, meaning they're already on their way down. Yeah, we talking about the rest that's happening. So good to see everybody this morning. We about to get into it. What's up, Denon? What's up, Tiger? What's up, Tiger? What's up, James? Salute to all the new people. What's up, Danny Girl? Salute to the new subscribers that found the channel. Appreciate everybody that hit the like button, comment section. We're gonna get into it. It's live, everything organic. All right, y'all. So here we go. Chaka Khan, man. So people that's tapped in, y'all know I've been talking about the whole generations. I've been talking about everything. So y'all know when I did Witches of the Industry, I was talking about Patti LaBelle, right? Dionne Warwick. Yeah, Chaka Khan is from the same group. They're from the same area. They're from the same thing. But the thing about Chaka Khan, now I can show y'all the formula. Everything they doing now, Chaka Khan had to do the same thing. Chaka Khan is nothing but an old Nickiminaj, an old Megan. That's all she is. Everything Megan and Nicki had to do that they was doing, Chaka did the same thing. So now it's being said that she got dementia, something wrong with her. But I'm gonna be honest with you. When I first saw the story, in my mind, I'm thinking, nah, she just tweaking out. All them years of that stuff, them drugs, y'all, all the stuff for that mind control. No, family is for real. The whole BT is under mind thing, man. That's why you're going to see when they get older, when they get to certain points, they start breaking. Or they all go through a breaking point. Some of them might just be better at hiding it. They also told us that Diddy was breaking in prison, in jail. I believe it. Yeah, they are in mind shit for many different things. So when you look at the whole thing as research, if you just look at it, if you look at the whole thing like you're looking from the outside looking in and you do your due diligence and really look at all of this, you'll see it very clear from start to finish. Yeah. So Chaka was on national TV. So y'all know I've been talking about this embarrassment. Today I'm going to be talking, I'm going to give y'all maybe 3 different examples of embarrassment. Yeah. At one time to show you that every time these people do stuff, it's just embarrassment. The narrative is failure. The narrative is something. We're watching what is going to be spoken about years from now. Like I say, decades from now, when they talk about how this fail came upon some people, it's going to be spoken about and written about, y'all. Just that we're watching it, so a lot of people not getting it. Some people are, but I'm getting the whole shit just watching it. Yeah, we're going to go there today. Meaning everything will be connected. So shout out to the replay game. Good to see everybody this morning. Let's go. Mollyqerim is leaving ESPN. First Take. You know, we've been talking about all of that. I've been recently talking about First Take. I know the truth about First Take. They've been scrambling. I knew they were scrambling when he reached out to get shannonsharpe. They've been scrambling since back then. Now, let's go back to what I said again. Over a year ago, I said that all of the blacks going to be off the TV if they have a certain behavior. Now, another thing about First Take, it's Stephen A's show. He produces it. But that show is not just based on Stephen A. Smith. These are the things I've been telling y'all when it's easy to say you got a #1 show, but you got 5 to 10 different people featuring on your show every day. When you got to do a show every day like this, like I do and others, that's work. It's hard. All right? It's hard. You got to do everything, prep everything. Not only cover content, but you got to keep people engaged or they're not coming back. But when you got a lot of people, you can say, hey, today I'm watching this person, or today I'm watching that person, or I'm only watching him because of so-and-so on the show. But they're going to still get their ratings and views and their ads and revenue and their money. But when it comes to talent, only certain people can hold the weight by themselves, y'all. I mean, that's just what talent is. It don't matter what you do. But see, I'm going to show you what they all like, even with Drink Champs, like how Nori and them was bragging about how they #1 show. No, Nori, it's because of the features on your show. You sit there and do a show by yourself and watch how many people are going to watch it. Same thing with Stephen A. There's no disrespect. It's just the truth. If Stephen A. had a show every day of the week by himself, you would really see how many people watching it. Now also, has it been said about the ratings, they've been having a lot of features on there, but it's also another layer under that. We're going to talk about that. It's been something going on with the woman. When they said last year, a lot of the women, they were saying Stephen A. Smith and Shannonsharpe was rubbing a lot of women the wrong way last year. Yeah, but for people that know sports, it's something very important that's been happening with the WNBA. Now we spoke about how the WNBA people was throwing dildos on the court. That happened more than once. People still don't get it. You know about the dildos in Diddy house, but you didn't still look at the dildos they were throwing at the WNBA players. Laughing at them. One of the girls' wig came off. See, it goes to that Caitlin Clark injury stuff too. I'm going to get into the whole thing. All of it is tied together, y'all. Because let me show you how it's like the industry. Sports players, sports media talk about them. Sports media wouldn't have a job if it wasn't for sports players. mollyqerim, Stephen A. Smith, Monica McNutt, they're sports media. Sports media needs the sports players. Now let's bring it to the entertainment game. Without entertainers, entertainment media has nothing. This is what I'm trying to tell you. As entertainment falls, entertainment media going to fall. So I'm giving you the parallels. It's in both games, sports as well as rap, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to keep showing you. It's a chain of command. Now we're watching the media department. When I said it's going to go from celebrities, then it's going to go to media. Now we're at the media point, but it's all going to always be disguised. You just got to see these shakeups and changes. The changes you're seeing is the signs. So Molly's stepping down. She's not waiting to get fired. She's not waiting to be on a train wreck. Also, we're going to talk about Monica McNutt because, you know, we spoke about when she got she got Barry Sanders' jersey confused. Now, you know, we spoke about it. I showed you how people were saying cancel her ass because she got a jersey wrong. But it's a reason for all of this. We're going to get into it. All right. Also, we're going to talk about sorry-ass Cardi B on Jennifer Hudson show. Also, when I said there's some people still winning, Jennifer Hudson is the new Wendy Williams. Yeah. So that's the whole key to that. While y'all still worried about Wendy, is she coming back? And while y'all still watching, you know, certain people, no, the real show, everybody watching the Jennifer Hudson, meaning the ladies. So Cardi B is going on Jennifer Hudson trying to get clout, trying to repair her career. But it's not going to work. So anyway, now let's get into the real talk, what everybody been talking about, because I ain't talking about it. But I just want to try to see what the world's saying, what everybody's saying, and where we at right now. What's up, Sel B. Moore? What's up? What's up, Chandra? What's up, everybody? So look, Tamara Mowry. Y'all know the sisters, the Mowry sisters. Look what she said. Black people sharing Charlie Kirk's demise are demons. What did she say? Black people sharing Charlie's unaliveness are demons. So when I told these people it's a judgment on them, now I get to show y'all the part we at in this world where a lot of stuff I was saying, people thought it was just me saying stuff. I'm going to now show you how the world is saying it. I don't got to say nothing no more. The narrative is they are demons. They are sexual deviants. They're freaks, perverts. They'll make you unalive. They're liars, thieves, scammers. They're full of crap. They're hypocrites. They're lazy bums. These are all the narratives, and I'm going to keep showing it to you. All right? Also, I'm going to say this. Sidebar, this is my opinion. Like I said, I know what's up. Oh, yeah, guess once again, some more wild shit that happened, y'all. Y'all know yesterday I just said, when they get TikTok back, I'll be on it. Yesterday, news just broke. They working to deal with TikTok. But as of now, y'all are still under China. So, like I said, my opinion, all those apps been used for tracking anyway. So, like I said, people that been talking about Charlie, a lot of y'all guys might be being tracked anyway. All right, trust me on that. All right, so look. Now, this is something I want to show y'all. When I've been talking about this black entertainment thing, this is something I meant to show y'all yesterday. When I was talking about that situation with the president, talking about George Clooney and how they all, basically the whole formula of Hollywood, how they try to get Joe to step down, how they've been controlling and rigging award shows. And I also spoke to y'all about how Tyler Perry and Oprah been monopolizing the industry. I forgot to show y'all this article that is letting us know that Tyler Perry and Oprah time is up because it's now about the new producers. And some of these new producers y'all know about, like the producers of the Shy, certain things. Yeah, it's also being spoken about now. You're about to see the rise and upcoming of new people, new content, which means, like I said, the end of an era, people are leaving, their time is up, and the new people are now coming out, y'all. So it was an article speaking about this. All right, it was because it's another documentary out. It's a documentary out right now as we speak, covering the black sector. I told you they getting inspired by YouTube, man. A lot of people are being inspired by a lot of shit. I did a whole document on all this stuff last year. Now I'm showing you. It's a film. Addresses the root cause of the flawed history of black representation on television. It devotes even more attention to the effects. So it's a film they're going into how all the stuff that black people had to do or did that was shown on TV, and and everything showed on TV was narratives, and a lot of these narratives have stuck. And this whole thing is about trying to repair the image or restructure how these people are viewed and looked at. See, flawed history of black representation. These are conversations that are going on right now. As I've been telling you this, the end of an era where this old era is going in the trash. When I say old era, man, I'm talking about, man, shit. Definitely, you got to take it back to Smokey, man. We talking about damn near 70 years. All right, so look. Part 2 explores a new generation of creators. Like Ray. Y'all know about Issa Rae. Then there's somebody, Ava DuVernay, Queen of Sugar, Lene Waithe, The Shy, 20s, Sarita Singleton. So these are the new names coming out. Salute. Appreciate it, QBD. This whole article is based on people tired of the old people. When they say tired of the old people, they're tired of the old narratives. This is what I was talking about with Tyler Perry right here, y'all. Everything I've been talking about. The flawed history of black representation. And I'm showing you how you're trained to look at history, but you don't look at 15 years ago as still your history. 20 years ago is your history. When you go into history, y'all, if we say 2000, we going 20 years in history. That is your history. Meaning you don't got to just go to the 60s. The black representation on TV has been sorry ever since 2000. Tyler Perry. He's one of them. I just use him as the face. He's one of them. The main one. This is what they're talking about. Taking the keys away from Tyler Perry and Oprah. So when I've been talking about how they all in trouble, and I said it's all for a reason, I said it's a lot of reasons. That's why. Their time is up. So let's move on. Meaning, let's move on because it's a whole big narrative, y'all. That's why I say it's all together. When I kept saying certain things like, as fans, you pick and choose. But I was the one to let you know, no matter where you run to, just look at it like this. Everybody you love, everybody you know about, everybody with a name is on the chopping block to prove otherwise. That's where it's at right now. Like I said, if they're not getting no real long-term contract, that means they don't really have a real career. If nothing else, the documentary is a fair depiction of the ongoing cycle of struggle and progress to maintain black representation on TV. This whole movie, this whole conversation is about the narratives. This is people trying to get away from all of the narratives, trying to rebrand. Remember, it's a reset. So being it's a reset, people like me and others are with the reset of resetting, separating themselves from old narratives that they're not a part of anyway. trying to establish not a new identity, but a more respected identity. That's what it's all about. The old shit is in the trash. Black sitcoms, that suddenly disappeared after networks like the WB and Fox built legacies. See that again. The WB and Fox built legacies off the backs of those shows and their black audience. But the truth is, all of them were black, stereotypical, basic shows. To make it simple, all black shows are actually the same. It's the same. It's going to be in the house. They're going to switch up certain things. It's going to be the same. And it was all for comedy purposes and black stereotypes. This is what these companies built their money on, but they've been stopped showing those black shows years ago. So this is it. Thank you, Black Samurai. Appreciate you. Appreciate everybody that's up. But it also, the crash to TV is also part of this. Like I said, when we all got online, that destroyed it. So this is what I say. For people that understand what I spoke about in the art of going nowhere, these systems are systems that destroy themselves. Black entertainers have to bank on black fans. When the black fans leave you, they crash. So when blacks stopped watching WB and Fox TV shows and everybody was online and watching other stuff, bootleg, whatever, that made them start losing contracts. That made them start losing TV shows. It's always based on the human algorithm. The human algorithm has always been audience views, always. They just took the TV game and they brought it online. It's all the same. So just like I'm showing you, WB and Fox died because people stopped watching. But that's the same thing happening now. It all feeds, it feeds off each other. When the rappers stop rapping, the PRs lose money. The stylists don't get no more money. The managers don't get no more money. When the media stop losing money, photographers, camera holders, audio people get fired, engineers. It's a system. So, only the people that's diverse gonna make it. Now, let me speed it up for y'all. Don't forget the slogan. Tamara Mowry, Tia's sister, black people cheering Charlie Kirk's death are demons. Now, what I'm showing you also, this is the main thing I want y'all to get. Everything I'm saying and what people like her is saying is what a lot of people, everybody is thinking, they just not saying it out loud. These are the real narratives that are being spoken as we speak. When I said stuff like people are being accused as the cancer, but it's not just talk no more. So when a man named Charlie, whatever this stuff happens, and they get to watch and see who's doing all the talking. Now, mind you, she's not the first person I saw say that. Then remember, they did it with Hulk Hogan too. It's all a narrative. Meanwhile, they're still on their TikTok app. Meanwhile, they're still in these applications running their mouth, but they don't know they're also being tracked. And they also don't know before they look up, their city's going to be smacked. People are going to be laughing at them. So let's go. Check it out. Now, let's get into the segment of the show. It's called YouTube Timeline. When I tell you, it's stuff on my timeline I'm not subscribed to. So as long as it keep happening, I'm going to keep showing it to y'all. How its narratives being pushed. I'm not subscribed to it. But it's against black entertainment. Not only is it against black entertainment, it's also a lot of education about black entertainment on the establishment, how it's run, and all of the things that happen. So as I show you the campaign, when I said nobody spared everybody in that community, whether they're rich or poor, take a look at this. Gospel legends, GAY. 15 gospel legends you didn't know were GAY. 8 days ago. Do you see the campaign I've been telling y'all about? 8 days ago. Remember when I said it's going to be the whole thing? All right then. I'm just giving y'all the clarity so you will see it for yourself. Now, when crack destroyed y'all neighborhoods, you didn't know what was going on. This time, you're going to know exactly what's going on. This time, it's your entertainment. Let's go. Sentence to life. Clinton Powell's sentence is final. Goodbye forever. Now, inhale this for a minute. 2 days ago, 272,000 views. I'm also not going to say these views are real because When you're trolling somebody, this is the whole key. What I'm telling you with the AI and the trolling and this stealing the people's channels and stealing your customers and stealing your views. The whole concept is a lot of the fake views is to steal the traffic because they know people chase numbers. So I know better than this. I don't click on this shit because I know Clinton Powell has not been sentenced. But when you're trolling Black entertainment and you want to destroy it, this the shit you say. What else am I showing you? Let's make it very clear. All right. Everybody know that Clifton Powell is currently trending for his interview on Art of Dialogue. Now, you know, last week, or since he's been talking, I've been telling y'all, yo, he's coming out telling his side of Hollywood. He's making a separation to say, I have nothing to do with that. Now, what you're looking at is somebody trolling Clifton Powell, trolling the Art of Dialogue, trying to say he's not no hero. He's just like them. This is what this is trying to say. See that? Clifton Powell sentenced the final goodbye forever. This is trolling. Now, let's say if those views were real. Those views will be actually more than the Art of Dialogue. But that's how I know it's fake. Because you can't just come out with a channel out of nowhere. That's why I'm telling you. With all these fake channels, you're going to know. I know what they are. But it's not about the numbers because I don't look at numbers. I know what shit is about. This posting, whoever dropping this video, is to slander Clifton Powell, to slander the Art of Dialogue's interviews, to keep their foot on the neck of Black entertainment, Black Hollywood. No one will be a hero. Not even you, Clifton Powell. That's what this is for. See how they doing it? I want you to see it's a campaign. When I told you it is not just Diddy. Anybody stick their face out too long, if they're not in good standards 100%, or don't even matter, I'm showing you what's going on. This is stuff on my timeline I'm not subscribed to, which means it's a flood. The floodgates open. They want me to know about the gospel legends that are fruity. Just in case I looked up to them, they wanted to let me know you've been deceived. I don't got to know about Clifton Powell. I know this is trying to tell me a hint. He's not as clean as you think. Because he did tell me something. He lived in the same building with a lot of people, and they all grew up together. But I'm not saying he's a bad guy, but I'm just saying, I know what this means. This is to slander their interview. This is to shut down Art of Dialogue content. That's what it's for. To deceive the people. Or it could be the truth. This is to steal traffic. When I've been showing y'all all these, I even showed y'all my clone on members only. Yes, somebody's cloning me. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. I can tell you this now. I saw somebody cloning Gene Deal. So Gene Deal, are you listening? I saw somebody replaying Gene Deal whole content on a live. Not even saying nothing, just playing this shit. Playing this shit. People in the chat, he's trying to critique Gene, but my point is he was playing Gene whole video. And I know what that means. He's stealing Gene Deal traffic. He's cop blocking. He's interrupting his algorithm. Yes, they unleashed a lot of characters out of nowhere, y'all. Characters. They got characters online that can act like you. That's what they're doing. This what they're doing. Okay, you can name any Black person. Okay, remember when I showed y'all Tisa Tells? That's for Tasha K and them and Lovey T. Every department, they got somebody. I done seen fake Hassan Campbell's. Yes. I know what they're doing, y'all. They're making replicas of people's channel that's Black. No, Black entertainment, this is what they're doing. Making replicas of your channel. At the same time, making AI videos, copying your channels. Then making AI videos going against your content, laughing, joking, trolling. Then got AI videos making real professional, exposing content. That's all this shit going on at one time. These are facts. When I said only certain people gonna make it through this shit, I'm giving you proof now. It's a campaign. Lawyer says this is why police may target Black people. Now, what am I showing you this? Now I'm showing you all the agenda-based Black content. Now you're gonna see this. All Black content is agenda-based. It's some dark shit. Everything is about the dark story of the dark truth behind. Look, you get it? It's all dark shit and it's agenda-based. So look, lawyer says this is why Black people have been targeted by police. Now, do you see what I was telling you? This all Negroes keep talking about race. When I tell you, they don't even know they're exposed. They don't even know what's going on. They have only energy for race, but they don't understand their race is irrelevant right now. Nobody even cares what they're talking about. All right? But this is why black people have been talking about police. I want you to see how people is doing. You got people still doing content on this. How long was Rodney King? The world is changing. The economy is moving. That's what they're still talking about. Even though nobody ain't even outside. But I want you to see. This is why wherever you go at, it gets corny. Because wherever y'all go, y'all bring y'all dark, depressing bullshit. Wherever you go at. But that's why you guys getting taken out. You getting taken off TV. You getting taken offline. Because everything y'all do is agenda-based. You don't understand the country is diverse. You guys are stuck in the 60s. You're still having 60s conversations. But when you're going to tell the truth, majority of people get targeted by police because they participate in criminal activity or they live in highly criminal environments. When are they going to admit the truth? No, you guys are dark, you're corny, you're boring, your race card don't make no more money, so now you exposed. Ask Umar Johnson, all right? This is why they want your ass the fuck out of here. Everywhere you go for entertainment, whatever it is, you got to turn the shit political. Even though when it comes to economics, you don't know shit. You guys don't never talk about economics. So let me show you what they talking about with them. 15 worst ways black pastors have died 4 days ago. Why? It's a campaign on them. They're talking about their heartache, pain, misery, suffering, how God ain't with them, how they're with everything evil, they're demons, they're brainwashed, all they know is race. No, it's a full live documentary spectrum being done right now as we speak. It's a big movie. You just got to tune in. No. The documentary of their demise is being documented in your face. You living through the shit. This shit will be written in books. Okay, you guys heard about Atlantis, right? Does Atlantis exist? You heard about it, right? You think everything you heard on the History Channel that's not around no more. And you do the math. You think every culture, right? And you put this in that list. This is what I'm telling y'all. Let's go. Here goes the more proof. End of an era. From Smokey Robinson, Chaka Khan, it don't matter. It's all together. Because the powers that be, they know everything that's happening. Now, first thing first, let's make this clear. Chaka Khan was Nickiminaj of her day. She was SZA. She looked like SZA's mother, right? She was Megan Thee Stallion of her day. That's right. Now, being that I've been going to my study, now I'm going to show you through Chaka Khan. The blacks always had to be the freaks of the industry. That's what the pink is about. All right? The pink represent the freaks. Freak nation. That's the pink. That always been their role. To be freaks and to make us horny. Get it? They're going to be freaky because we're going to be freaky. We looking at them album covers. I went into the whole thing before Instagram timeline, before everything you know about videos and MTV, before all of that, the biggest form of entertainment was album covers. Do you know back in the day, they didn't tell you this, but they used to hang out at the record store. The record store was for meeting and greeting. Yes, that's what used to happen. But just understand, put this in your mind. She was the Nicki Minaj of her day. And just remember this. When Chaka Khan was a star, yes, that's when those white, racist, perverted executives ran the record label. When you understand the concept that when they came to get that deal, those CEOs had a lot of fun with their ass. Hanky-panky, y'all. Especially back in the day. Trains. All right? So, Chaka Khan is 72 years old. This is where all of these narratives come from. I showed y'all the whole parallel to show you that it's not a mistake. It's not a game, y'all. I showed you Gail at 70 got to be freaky. Chaka Khan also has to be freaky. That's her role. She knows it. We also got proof. We're going to talk about it. Yes, the code that black entertainment was under is freaky. Yeah. So that's all I'm telling you. For those who don't get it, It was all told to you through the Diddy trial. That's why you will see every single black celebrity was super quiet. They actually started to go to church during the whole Diddy trial. Because when I was telling y'all, it's to traumatize the whole industry. I don't know what's going on. You don't know what's going on. Chaka Khan knows exactly what's going on. So it was said that she was on TV tweaking, twitching, forgetting stuff, dementia. No, I know what happened to Chaka Khan. She was traumatized. Because y'all know it's some people, right? A lot of y'all know this. It's some people, if you talk to them about the past, about anything, it's a trigger. People that are traumatized, been through shit, when you talk about past, don't care what it is, it's triggering. So when she started talking about the past, she got triggered. That's my opinion. And I believe she was high. And we might got proof on she might have been high. Yeah. No. That's why I say, when you look at the whole shit, don't just look at, oh, nowadays. You got to look at the whole, it's an industry, it's a game, it's a system, which means the system has always been going before our time. It's just that this era was the most attached. This era was the most loving of celebrities because of the internet and videos, MTV, BET, 106 in Park. 106 in Park and those videos was the first devices used to put these characters in our hearts and mind. Made it more than just music. It made you attached to them. Okay, so let's go. Now let me show you what I've been telling you. It's history. See Chaka Khan back in the day? She had to bust it open. Don't she look like Megan mother? Also, don't forget, this before women had to get BBLs. Back then, women had perfect bodies. It was the food, y'all. The diet did it. The diet ruins the bodies. Back then, they didn't need no gym. They ain't go to, there was no such thing as no gym like that. They didn't need BBLs. But they look like Megan Thee Stallion mother, don't it? Cause Chaka had to do the same thing. Let's prove it. See, Megan? Also, now let me show you what I told you. See, when I told you they don't do nothing but recycle y'all whole life? You see what I was telling you, how they put y'all back in the past? Got y'all wearing afros and shit, tricking you to say, oh, I got a natural. No, they trick y'all to stay back in the past. When I say your life is a cycle, your life is nothing but a big circle. Why? They do this. They also do this with these artificial celebrities. All they did was make Megan Thee Stallion Chaka Khan. That's all they did. See? You're going to be Chaka Khan for this generation. Bingo. Look like she could be her daughter, don't she? That's Megan Thee Stallion. No, I'm showing you the system so you get it clear. How did Megan come out? Twerking on Instagram. Before you knew her lyrics, you saw her ass. Twerking. What is she in trouble for? What is she known for? Being butt naked in the truck. No, the role of the blacks is to be freaks. That is their role. All right? I'm just letting you see this is a generational thing. It is not a one thing. It's not new. It's not nothing new. Meaning, this is who they are, and they're going to be sluts and hoes. That's what the freak off was about. See that? It goes back. Chaka Khan, see how they made her look just like her. All right, let's go. Chaka Khan, she spent the episode nervously tugging on and playing with her hair live on TV and had a hard time answering some of Andy Cohen's burning questions. Y'all know Andy Cohen is the man that created Real Housewives of Atlanta. That's his show. It all started when Chaka Khan recalled the time she fell on her behind, her booty. All right? So out of all the conversations she bringing up when she fell on her butt. So, okay, that's nothing, right? Let's keep it going. The singer also had a hard time remembering Paul McCartney's name. When she was asked if she ever met a Beatle. I met John Lennon, she said. Now, y'all know damn well, if you remember the goddamn Beatles, you always going to know John Lennon, Paul McCartney. She didn't remember Paul McCartney's name. That's a no-no. Also, understand this. In entertainment, that is a high form of disrespect. Because the world knows damn well she knows Paul McCartney, but she says she forgot his name. So that's her stupidity, or that's her disrespect, or she has dementia, or she's high, or it could be all four. But that was a big mistake because everybody knows about the Beatles. If Michael Jackson had the Beatles catalog, everybody knows how big the Beatles are. And Paul McCartney is one of the biggest ones. And she forgot his name. That is embarrassing, y'all. We're going to talk about the same thing. With Monica McNutt did the same thing when she was looking straight at Barry Sanders' jersey, the greatest football player of our time, and she didn't know who he was. It's a form of disrespect. It's also a form of not being aligned with your history. All right? Now, mind you, she's on TV playing with her hair as she's being asked questions, and she's twitching. All right? She spent the episode nervously tugging on her and playing with her hair like a little kid. So I know that's meant to off the rip. Maybe she was scared of some questions. Okay? See Megan Thee Stallion? See the middle? See all that? That's Chaka Khan. See that, y'all? No, history don't repeat itself all the time. They just make y'all repeat your own history. Now I can prove to y'all. See why y'all back in the 60s? See why it's 2025 and y'all always talking about old shit? Because that's y'all life. It's set up like that. Your life is set up where you're going to be on the treadmill your whole life. You're going to talk about the same concepts that people spoke about 60 years ago, but you're not going to comprehend it means you're not going nowhere. You don't get it yet. See, Megan, you didn't know that you didn't know you got an industry that was going to make you be just like Chaka Khan. You didn't know that. So this is what they do to you when you get a deal. So, and it's not a coincidence because when I was young, I always knew she was sexy. Seeing them album covers and them videos as a kid. Yeah, what it's always about. See? Chaka Khan, Megan Thee Stallion, same shit. Y'all will always have the freak formula. I mean, I want y'all to understand she was the symbol of that back in the day. And there is no coincidence. They had her with the rappers. So let's go. However, some viewers were left feeling concerned over Khan's odd behavior. Weirdo behavior. Told you, Freak Nation is for real. Now, y'all looked at as weirdos, idiots, something wrong with y'all. Okay. And I'm sure this is also what I want y'all to see, the transparency of people know what's going on, people see it clear, and people not biting their tongue. Something wrong with them people. Some viewers were left feeling concerned over Khan's odd behavior. Now, check it out. Once again, it wasn't until Cohen, thank you very much, Leonard. Let me watch this chat. Now, they're telling you right here, it wasn't until Andy Cohen suggested McCartney that she remembered. Oh, okay, I remember now. Plus, she said she had a Spice Girl attend one of her gigs. So she started talking about the Spice Girls, and y'all know the Spice Girls were big in their time. But it is said she didn't remember one of the Spice Girls neither. Thank you, Dinell. Though she didn't know which one. So she didn't remember Paul McCartney. She didn't remember Spice Girls. Mind you, Spice Girls, people like that have paid tribute to her, gave her salutes. It is artists like Kanye West, Through the Wire, and many other artists. They have sampled her music, and she doesn't remember their ass. So, either dementia or high, or both. This is what they're saying about her in the comment section. May God keep blessing her to be well. Amen. But what y'all not getting, some of y'all are, is all part of the same embarrassment. Pick one. Shannonsharpe, Tyler Perry, Chaka Khan, J-Lo, Will Smith. You getting it now? BT cancel award shows. Getting it? Let's go. We keeping it going, y'all. Live documentaries every day. That's all we talking about. The end of an era. And how people didn't believe. When I said, don't worry, y'all, they all get it. A lot of them going to disappear anyway. Let's go. Now, Khan spent the episode nervously tugging and playing with her hair. So, you know that means something going on, right? So, let's go. It all started when she recalled the time she fell on her booty, her behind, while performing on stage. See? That's the pervert part. Out of all the stories, she talking about her butt. Slickly. See, let's go. Look, she recalled the time she fell on her behind while performing on stage. When LaBelle asked if it hurt, Khan replied, "I don't recall. It's been a long time ago." So she told a story about falling on her butt. Patti LaBelle was right where to ask her, "Did it hurt?" "I don't remember." Chaka Khan, sounded to me like you've been through a lot. I already know what they was doing with her back then, because I know if I was in the game, I'd have been doing it too. She's from the disco era when they was on a lot of drugs, y'all. She's from the Studio 54 era. She was around the rap game. She's been around a lot of drugs, a lot of freaking off. A lot of y'all also act like the crack era never happened to this day. They were getting freaky back in them 70s, y'all, and them 80s. Super freaky. Look, I'm just going to tell you the truth. This how Nicki Minaj, all of them going to be when they get older. This how they going to be. This how Cardi, all of them going to be, y'all. That's all she is. Back in the day, she was Cardi, Nicki, SZA, all of them. But this how they all going to be when they get, and just like her, they going to all perform till they 72 years old. I'm not playing with you. Diana Ross is 81, still performing right now on boats. I've been giving y'all these updates. Prisoner famous for real. You retire at 65. They don't never get to retire. Because they worth money to the day they die. That's why. So let's go. By her not remembering nothing, it was humiliating, y'all. It was embarrassing. Because y'all know the story of Unsung. When it's all said and done, somehow they always end bad. Y'all know this. It's just that this time you're watching Unsung in your face. It's like 1,000 Unsungs being filmed right now. Yeah. Hers being filmed right now as well. Yeah, that's what it's all about. It's also showing when she was on TV, on Andy Cohen's show, the same channel was Love and Hip Hop, Bravo. As she's on, Real Housewives of Atlanta, as she's portraying his behavior, it's part of the, oh man, it's part of the sad narrative on y'all. Damn, Smokey got a charge on him. Oh, Chaka Khan, she don't look so good. Man, Unsung, somehow it always ends so bad for them. Man, they were so beautiful. They were so talented. Man, look how it always ends for them. That's the narrative. All right? That's how it goes, y'all. So I'm saying that to say, everybody's noticing it now, y'all. Check it out. Things got even more awkward when two virtual fans asked how her duet with, how did her duet, she did a duet, how did it go? With Duper Leaper of Ain't Nobody. So the song, you know the famous song she got, Ain't Nobody, whatever. At the later concert earlier this month came to be. No, so she did a concert on that recently. And she didn't remember that. Khan also forgot her favorite and least favorite covers of her own song, her album covers. Now, let me show you something. They talking about her album covers because I told you the album covers were the whole point of the freaky covers. It's the same era as Foxy Brown when it was about showing them black women, them bodies, them titties, that ass. Yeah. It was all part of the freaky narrative. They knew back then your uncles, your cousins was going to take them records home. He was going to take that album in his room. He was going to look at that room in them Jack magazines. This when the perverts start being formed. Before it was Instagram, it was you buy the record. But you buy the record. See, they knew back then you're going to buy the record for that cover and the music. But you're going to be horny too. Sex sells, remember? The grooming in our neighborhood always been sex and violence. So that's why Andy Cohen asks about them album covers. Trust me, it's the code of the game, y'all. See, in our generation, we know her for her music, but back then she was known for both. Yeah. Freakiness is taught, y'all. It was taught. So let's check it out. The freakiness was the album covers. So check it out. Let's go. So as you see, she forgot her album covers. They asked her which one was her favorite, which ones were her least favorite. She forgot. Despite having been covered by stars like Ariana Grande, Haley Williams, Kelly Clarkson, and Whitney Houston. Covered by all of them people, and she forgot so much stuff. She don't remember. So, does she have dementia? Was she high, or is it both? But one thing, and we can throw it all out, one thing you know for a fact, they get to a point where they have mental issues, y'all. It's just that, I'm going to say this too. This is why some of them have to get into stuff like yoga. Some of them have to get into certain studies because they do lose themselves, y'all. They do go so far back. Sometimes they have to do certain things to get back. You always hear about the rehab. You always hear about mental facilities. No. It's for real, y'all. It's for real. She's basically breaking down right in our face. Now, whether it's from whatever it's from, we don't know. But one thing you know for a fact, she was playing with her hair. She was twitching the whole. They say she was twitching the whole time, and somebody even said, "Yo, she pissing me off because she keep twitching." And I started thinking just crackhead fiend, but the part she keep forgetting shit, that's the dementia part, and that's that high shit. But it's also trauma. Chaka cannot sit still, and she is acting strange. One wrote, while another asks, does Chaka have dementia? She doesn't remember shit. Now, don't forget, this on national TV, which means it's embarrassing. Told you it's a big, big narrative of failure, y'all. Let's go. And weird behavior. Chaka cannot sit still, and she acting strange, a.k.a. weird. Weirdo behavior. Now, this is somebody co-signing that Chaka. Put it like this. Here goes some proof and some dirt on Chaka. Let's check this out. Chaka be high and drunk. I was at a concert in Mobile, Alabama, and she pulled up. She pulled up her dress. She pulled up her dress and patted her ass to the audience. Told you they freaks. That's the code of black entertainment, y'all. So now you got it. They freaks. See the color? That's the black's color. One way or another. You just think one way or another, they're going to kiss a lot of dildos. One way or another. All right? So here's your proof, y'all. You know how to drag it out. Let's go. I was at a concert and she pulled up her dress and patted her ass to the audience and said she was never coming back. Only because she wasn't singing the lyric and she was acting hella weird. Told you they're weirdos being exposed. A senior citizen showed her ass to the crowd and forgot all her music, lip syncing. No, I'm going to say she survived the crack era. I'm not going to think Richard Pryor was smoking all that crack by himself. No, he just got exposed when he burnt himself up with the crack pipe. Y'all always smoking crack. Whatever crack was in style, that's what Hollywood gonna smoke. So, as you see right here, this is proof of an eyewitness. See her high and drunk on stage, lifting up her dress, smacking her ass like Megan Thee Stallion. All right, because that's what she do. Megan Thee Stallion back then, Chaka Khan. Same shit, y'all. It's the hip-hop formula. So, now let me give you some more detail to this witness. Mind you, this is the comment section, and this is not social media at all. So, as you see what they say, she got booed, and she staggered off stage. But if this person never left a comment, we would have never known that. Now look what the person said to give us definition. My husband paid all that money to see Chaka Khan because I am a huge fan. It was so disappointing. I'm still a fan of her music, just not the person. Now, how many times I'm going to tell you that? I get to prove it. Y'all were fans of the people. This is the correct statement. I'm fans of her music, just not her. So when I said Instagram, social media, YouTube, all this influencer shit was for you to like the person. This is how now you like the people, but they don't give you no music. But if the person who went to the show was smart on this channel, 2 years ago, I did a special on how celebrities are creating shows to rob fans on purpose. I've been telling y'all this and showed it to you. They coming to shows at the last minute, coming out high, mic not working. I've been showing you the whole program. But you guys kept going to shows. You kept getting robbed. Also, I told you, during the whole pandemic, the whole play was to rob fans for their money. And y'all kept going. Because this what fans also, this what Chaka Khan also know. I told you, fans, everything is about y'all. The whole entertainment game is being carried like this. Fans, you are the kids. As long as the kids don't know what's happening, let the show continue. This what Chaka Khan and the rest of the industry already knows. If I can book a show, all they're going to do is take pictures anyway. So who cares if I lip sync? I'm going to go lip sync. I'm going to get this money. They don't care if I sing. I can sing from the top of my lungs. They're not going to pay attention anyway. They're going to just take pictures. So they started creating a way to rob y'all. They don't care. Little Wayne, they don't care about my raps. So if I can say remember all these raps, they're not going to care. So all I got to do is show up, get my money, perform a little something. All they're going to do is take pictures. I get my money and go home. And that's what they've been doing. Told you, man, y'all been the clowns, man, because it's a prank. And the whole world know that y'all don't care about nothing but y'all phone. So all we got to do is make stuff look like stuff. And they're going to accept it and believe it. This is what been going on, y'all. So I'm not going to knock no celebrity for booking the show, giving half-ass shows, because they know fans don't even know what a real show is anyway. When I told you, they know they could do a show and don't even got to break a sweat. You get it? They don't got to sweat, y'all. So they know that. But they've been robbing their ass. Now look what the other fans said. Give Chaka a break. She's been performing nonstop for a long time, and she's allowed to be forgetful. Now, why has she been performing nonstop? Because when you down black entertainment, that your career you're going to always work. Now, your career going to be over with, but they always got something for you to do. You can do a startup company. You can do a car shield commercial. You're going to work till the day you die. But this, what I'm trying to tell you, this is a fan making excuses. Give her a break. She been performing a long time. She ain't the only one that's doing it. It's rock and rollers still performing. It's many people, country. Dolly Parton still performing. A lot of people still performing. It's no excuse. But I know the truth. Chaka been through more stuff than the average person. Yeah. So we're going to get some Molly. Now, let me ask you something. Don't Chaka Khan sing that song, Tell Me Something Good, too? I think she does, right? But let me show you this, y'all. Look, see? Back in the day, they had a busting that shit open. She looked like she could be SZA mother, too. No. Later on, that's why I say all these dress codes will be the dress codes of the strip club, all of that. It all goes together, y'all. Y'all strip club outfits, entertainment outfits. No, you guys are the freak of the nation. Always been like that. So I'm giving you the proof that when they came in this industry, they were all willing participants to get that deal. See that? Hot and ready, young and tender. She's 72 years old. So you just understand, ever since back then, they had a lot of fun with Chaka Khan. Also, you got to think, a lot of stuff was going on back then to now. So, yeah, she is growing. She's 72 years old. Now, let's speed it up. Let's go to mollyqerim now. All right? Now, I've been talking about this right here. We've been talking about it. Molly trying to get out. What does Molly know? I can now tell you the truth. Molly knows the black experience is over. She knows that. She's not going to stay on a sinking ship. She knows that. Y'all also not looking at with Shannonsharpe. Shannonsharpe still made it bad for Stephen A. Smith. And what y'all not looking at, when Shannonsharpe got accused of those allegations, he still was on First Take. First Take didn't need that bad news. Their First Take got more bad news with Monica McNutt. They are saying Monica McNutt making a mistake. Calling Barry Sanders, shedeursanders, was blasphemy in the world of sports. They saying that shit should not be tolerated, and she actually has been punished over that shit. Yes. It's not looking good at all, y'all. It's this narrative of this incompetent shit. Molly is trying to get away. You can't forget. Shannonsharpe being accused. Shannonsharpe, fuck that. Shannonsharpe making a payout. That wasn't a good look for nobody. Because when he got charged, he was on First Take. It's a lot of different things. Now, see that? I'm going to say it again. Everybody always gave Stephen A. the credit for First Take. But Stephen A. did not build that show by himself. First of all, it was started by Skip Bayless. Second of all, if they didn't have all those features. Now, also, let's not forget, a lot of people still like First Take when they had Max. But remember, Max was getting clout. Terrell Owens said, Stephen A., Max is more black than you. It was said Stephen A. didn't like that. A lot of people liked it, Max. Max knew a lot about hip-hop. Max knew more about hip-hop than Stephen A. Smith. A lot of people didn't like First Take no more after Max. But after Max, they started bringing a lot of people on, celebrities, different things. First Take has made it because of all the people that helped support it, not because of just Stephen A. So, being that Stephen A. needed a lot of help, a lot of people not dealing with him no more. Because it was said last year, a lot of the black women that worked for the WNBA and affiliated with the WNBA, a lot of them got mad at Shannon and him because they were taking up for Caitlin Clark. It was being said that him and shannonsharpe were brown-nosing Caitlin Clark, overlooking all the work that the WNBA players had already put in. So the WNBA situation got something to do with this too. Now, we're going to speak about something. In the WNBA, the Las Vegas Aces went 16 games in a row without losing. Did you hear about that this year? No, they kept talking about Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese. Meanwhile, the real basketball players are not getting no credit because they were throwing dildos on their courts. When you understand that the WNBA is dominated by black women, and it was said that black women were mad and hating on Caitlin Clark, they put a narrative on the black women of the WNBA that they're mad, salty, bitter, because they're not getting no shine, and Caitlin getting all the shine. So, to stick it to the WNBA this year, this is my opinion. They took the camera off the WNBA this year so you would not know that the Las Vegas Aces won 16 games in a row. I watch First Take every day, meaning I have the sound down. They don't talk about the WNBA. I watch how this year they made a point not to talk about the WNBA because they're trying to prove a point. They're going to prove a point this year that the ratings of the WNBA is not the same when Caitlin Clark don't play. So Caitlin Clark been sitting for a minute, but I think they're going to prove a point. Yes, because while she's been sitting, Caitlin Clark also got a new Jordan logo. Yes, so I'm telling you, next year going to be the rebrand of the WNBA, and this year was the taking away of their coverage. Now, it all goes together because I'm also going to charge that's part of why Molly is stepping down. Molly knows what's going on. I'm also going to say Molly's also going to step down because she's going to side with women's rights. I'm going to say this. I think she does not agree with the way women are being treated. I don't think she wants to stay on that show and then have all those women mad at her because she's with Stephen A. Yes. Now, remember, I threw these hints at y'all. I said, if you notice something, it's this thing. It's really a low-key gender war going on with men and women. If you really pay attention, somehow women getting smaller, smaller, and smaller. Their voices just getting smaller. All right? So, this is what I mean. Even though I know the WNBA is better than the NBA right now as we speak, they don't cover it on First Take. Now, I'm going to get into that. Now, let's get into mollyqerim. It's all together, y'all. It's all together. Fans look forward to seeing her stylish fits as she debated alongside Stephen A. Smith. However, the 41-year-old analyst is taking her career in a new direction. In the middle of ESPN's Monday Night Football doubleheader, news broke that Karen was leaving the network. She dropped the news on him last night. But before that, she already been taking days off. So I already been paying attention. So like I said, before Molly did just get on my nerves because she cutting people off, all this stuff. But then I realized as time went on, they actually need Molly to keep the viewership. So I also said, do you think people just watch for Stephen A? No. People going to watch it to see Molly, how she looked today. That's what it's about because she gives a balance to the show. But I also told you I showed you they were trying to try people out while she was gone. Yeah. But she know it's a sinking ship, y'all. She's not sticking around. She know what's up. They all know, man. I'm going to tell you what's going to happen, man. Stephen A going to fall on his face. Not like that, but this is my point. He got paid $100 million. It was not for First Take. See, one thing about Stephen A, they're going to work his ass to death. He got to cover the NBA the whole season. He works on YouTube. He also works on soap operas. General Hospital, one of them. They under ABC. They make him work his ass off. He take a lot of flights. He works his ass off. So his contract is for a lot of shit. It ain't just for First Take. So if First Take collapses, he's going to still have a job. But I want y'all to understand that I said that Stephen A was doing a whole lot. Maybe he should have put his work in a First Take. Because when you have a whole host of people helping you, of course the show going to be easy. But when you got to sit there for 2 hours and make that show pop, it's not that easy. So their ratings been crashing. When I've been showing you, they've been reaching out to social media content creators. Cam Newton was on YouTube by himself getting views. They called him up. So I'm showing you something. Stephen A is with the same circle of Jay-Z and Diddy and the rest of them, y'all. He's 57 years old. He's from the same circle. Stephen A started out as a reporter in the locker room, smelling musty balls, interviewing basketball players after the game. That's how he started. That's his career. But he built the name of covering Allen Iverson. If it wasn't for Allen Iverson, Stephen A wouldn't have had this career, period. He was the reporter, a.k.a. the spy. He had to spy on Allen Iverson. These are facts. Cover Allen Iverson, keep eye on that fool. Report everything he does. He built his career. Same way Stephen A built his. Skip Bayless also helped build his career of LeBron. Shannonsharpe built his career of LeBron. He built his career of Allen Iverson. These are facts. So, the truth is this. So I can break down somebody's career. Stephen A never proved to us how big he really is because he built his name off of Iverson. Then he linked up with a man named Skip Bayless, who had a show called First Take. ESPN was done with Stephen A back then. Skip Bayless said, no, let him back. Let him back. But the whole First Take career of Stephen A, he always had help within the show and guest appearances. Stephen A didn't prove to us he can do a show by himself for 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years straight. He didn't prove us that. So I told you, man, this is what it been, an industry thing. The same thing with Drink Champs. If Nori sits there and talks for 2 hours, who's going to listen? Who's coming back? We're just going to be real. I'm saying that because now we are in the time of real talent, analytics, personality, transparency, meaning people are judging shows by you, not by what you got, not by what you're talking about. So I'm showing you something. Meaning, if somebody watching the show and they don't like you, they're not coming back. If somebody watching the show and they see through your whole shit, they're not watching it no more. That's where we at now. If people don't want to hear your mouth, they're not coming back. That's where we at now. See that? Now let me show you what else I've been telling y'all. Like I said, I'm not saying people use fake views. I'm not saying people do nothing. But this son I caught this morning. Shannonsharpe video, 2 hours, 4,000 views. I think somebody be doing videos at night, and at night they be adding numbers. So by the morning, it looks real big. All I'm still trying to figure out is how the Shannonsharpe videos be still getting all this 100,000 views, 200,000 views, 300,000 views. How? So you want me to think he get more views than ESPN and Pat McAfee? Really? No, y'all. No. When you deal with corporations, you will never see them views low unless you see them at an early age or early time. Meaning, when I finish my lives be something like that, 3,000, 2,000 and change. That's little old me. Shannonsharpe, after his live, those his real numbers. Or after he posts. But when I saw that, that was in the AM. See that? Now imagine when you wake up later, I bet you the same video, that shit gonna say 100,000, 300,000 on that shit. Yup. No, I'm showing you, they crashing. I also want you to see how fucking sorry Shannon is. This is Shannon's life now, y'all. I told you this is all he's going to do till the day he dies. He's finished. When you look at Shannonsharpe, remember, he got kicked off CBS. He got kicked off of Fox. He got kicked off of ESPN, which is really ABC. His sorry ass. When you think of the narrative, I'm telling y'all, kicked off TV, all of them will be podcasters. You make sure you think of Shannonsharpe Because everything that happened to him is going to happen to all of them, one way or another. Stephen A was just getting ready. He started his YouTube channel early. He know what's up. I'm just telling y'all what it is, y'all. If you on that TV and you're not diverse, your time is up. Molly knows this, y'all. She knows this. Because I used to watch the show when Shannon Alden was on there. I watched it yesterday. Stephen A and Cam Newton kept talking that bro talk. My brother, my brother, my brother, my brother, my brother, my brother. Nobody want to keep hearing that shit, bro. It's old now. It's old. It looked like y'all sitting up there cooning, and not just cooning, but it's like, it looked like y'all up there in y'all own world. Like y'all doing that shit for views, but y'all still didn't comprehend that people not watching like that. See, when First Take was popping, that's when y'all had the young crowd. See, that's when people used to wake up, smoke weed, and watch First Take, and then watch Maury after that. That was before. That was a different era. Tell you we're in a different era now. A lot of people that watch First Take, a lot of them locked up. A lot of them, they don't got ESPN. That's what happened. So, this I'm showing you, man, how they went through their travels. See, Max, ever since somebody said Stephen A. Max more black than you, he got mad, y'all. Because Max had people engaged. Let me tell y'all the truth now. This was Stephen A. to understand. I'm going to tell y'all to y'all face. Once First Take went all black, that was the end of First Take. These are things I already knew. What made First Take what it was the diversity and the different opinions. When I always watch First Take, I always watch that shit for Skip Bayless because I always respected his opinions because I like people, meaning I respect people that have honest opinions. You don't have to agree with me for me to respect you. So I know people that got their own opinions. They bring good stuff to the table. They make you think. They bring diversity. They make it entertaining. They make you have to go in your bag, and they make you gotta prove shit. Diversity. If me and my people just talking all day, you're gonna get the same shit every day. My brother, my brother, my brother. If somebody we both agree with, you're gonna get the same shit every day. That's what they didn't get. The reason why Undisputed won, diversity, black and white, the ultimate diversity game. The best debating game. Black against white, fool. So once y'all went away from that, Stephen A., I'm here to tell you, once you went all black, that was the end of you. Once you got rid of Max, that was the end of you. Nobody wants to watch nothing all black. I told you already. That's for y'all. So if I'm not y'all, I don't want to watch the shit. If I already know what y'all gonna say, I'm not watching it. That's how people live their life. People don't live their life wasting time. A lot of y'all ratings come from when we used to get high and just watch shit all day. Them days are over with. Told you that. Them days are over. So y'all won by default. Same way, once everybody start going back outside again, y'all really going to be crashed by next year. That's just going to happen. Unless you have real organic fans that tap into your channel every day, your shit is going to disappear. Let's go. This one I show you, I've been where they was doing bad. When First Take was going to HBCU colleges, trying to recruit viewership. Molly is not stupid. Molly like, I'm not trying to do all this shit. They got me going to HBCU colleges. We trying to get kids. We are trying to get kid viewership. We're trying to get people 20, 21 for views. Molly's not with all that shit, but that's what they got to do. Then I tell you and prove to you, when black entertainment is failing, they have to go to HBCUs. The kids give them an audience for free. So to replace Shannonsharpe, they got Cam Newton. Now, I watched Cam Newton yesterday. I'm going to give you the truth. Now, I will be fair. Cam Newton does give good analytics. But with him and Stephen A. started doing that black talk, that my brother talk, I said, here they go. See that? First Take live at Clark, Atlanta. Didn't I just show y'all Clark, Atlanta the other day? How they on lockdown? See, they went to Clark, Atlanta. This is what I tell y'all all, man. This is how the whole industry is ran. See, look at my channel, right? And others. I'm organic. Remember I told you I first started, I'm never going to be big. I want to be big, but I said I'm never going to be big. Let me show you the things they do to always be big. They keep each other big. Cam Newton is on name. Shannonsharpe is her own name. Stephen A is his own name. Molly's her own name. Then what happens? They automatically always gonna have a fan base. Why? They can go to goddamn colleges. Always have a fan base. This is the celebrity game that has been always played. It's about going to the goddamn campus, and then them same students we went to go visit, tomorrow they're gonna watch us, keep our ratings up. And then we'll go to another college, and we'll go to another college. So for the fall, they're gonna say our ratings were up. Because we had all the college kids tuning in. My point is, they can't play those games no more. They're exposed, y'all. Molly knows this. She's leaving a sinking ship. Didn't I tell you before, nobody want to be down with that shit no more? It's not cool no more. What era did First Take blow up in? The Obama era. In the Obama era, anything black was going to win. That's what I kept telling y'all. This is Stephen A. before he was a superstar. All right? This was Stephen A. had to go through the industry procedure like everybody else. He became a celebrity because he was chosen. All right? Now you're going to see what he does for himself. So if you don't, the clue is this. She's the start of the ending. She's the start. So you already can set your timer to First Take being over eventually. Now, let me show you the latest embarrassment that happened last night. The Las Vegas Raiders, Tom Brady is the general manager. Geno Smith is the quarterback. He embarrassed Tom Brady last night. They lost. He looked horrible. He threw 3 interceptions on Monday Night Football. Embarrassed the Raiders and Tom Brady. Disgraced. Geno Smith. Just update y'all on the narrative. Now let's go. Now, this all tied in. Monica McNutt and mollyqerim, they cool. But when Molly took off for a couple days, Monica McNutt, this is what I think, y'all. I think Monica McNutt was going to be her replacement. But I think once she messed up, that was it. I also know, put it like this, it's tangled. Monica McNutt is also down with the WNBA. Just say this. Monica McNutt is down with all the sisters of the WNBA. She's their voice on TV. So let's go. Now look, Monica McNutt, decision made by ESPN after embarrassing Shedeursanders blunder. Embarrassing. I'm showing you this narrative of embarrassing. Now let me connect it for you. Chaka Khan, embarrassing. Geno Smith last night, embarrassing. Embarrassing, Monica McNutt. Monica McNutt was absent for Monday's episode of First Take. Her blunder involving Drewski. So just so happened, Drewski came on First Take for views, but Drewski wound up making Monica McNutt get in trouble. Now, thanks, Black. mollyqerim remains absent from the flagship ESPN debate. The basketball analyst McNutt stepping into Molly's chair after taking over host duties on Friday. So I'm showing you. They were already prepping Monica to take her spot. Because when somebody absent, that's a tryout for your spot. So they had her filling in. But as she was filling in, she made the biggest mistake of her life. And now they actually are saying that because she made a mistake of calling Barry Sanders Shedeursanders, it is saying that the executives, people behind the scenes, they saying they like her, she cool, but they don't respect that, what she did. And they are saying that that's enough to not put on TV no more. But I'm going to still show you the narrative. No matter who they are in this game, no matter what their age is, they're going to always have to be the freaks of this shit. So, I know Stephen A. was using her for views because Monica McNutt bringing the views. So I'm also showing you another piece of First Take that has been removed. So since shannonsharpe was removed, Monica McNutt was also removed. mollyqerim is stepping down. She sees the writing on the wall. Now, told you they got to show that ass. Let's go. Now, check it out. This is proof right here. This is how far. Now, also, don't forget. Now, I'm going to show you something else tied into this, Black history. Now, this is to prove that y'all generation or certain generations, I say the new generation is everybody brainwashed by the internet. I don't care how old you are. That y'all the new generation. They know that y'all are so wrapped up in the present day and time, you don't remember shit. But by you don't remembering shit, that really means you don't know your history. So by you not knowing who Barry Sanders is, it really was saying that you do not know your history. But if I want to be technical, you don't know Black history. Because if Barry Sanders is the greatest Black running back of all time, first of all, he's the greatest running back, not because he's Black, it's because he played the game very well. But if I want to make it racial, he is the most important Black running back of all time. So Monica McNutt, for you to be a Black person, that portrays that you don't even know your own damn history. So that means you don't know your sports history. That means you don't know your Black sports history. Because when you were wrong, you also try to play it off like, oh yeah, my bad, or whatever, you know, whatever. No, it don't go like that. Now the same thing with Chaka Khan. She didn't remember Paul McCartney. That is disrespect. You in the industry, an industry we let you into, but you don't even remember one of the greats that was a great when you were great, and somebody you know for a fact. It means incompetence. Or it can mean you so high on yourself, you say fuck everybody else. Either way, it's not looking good. Now, here's the proof on Monica McNutt. I'm showing you how it's all connected. ESPN receives strong warning about Monica McNutt. ESPN was threatened to take her off of the show. Put it like this. Let me make it clear. ESPN was threatened to take her off First Take. First. Now, I don't know if it's for her to get fired off ESPN, period, meaning they don't want to see her face again. ESPN received strong warning about Monica McNutt originally appeared on The Spun. Now, look, ESPN analyst Monica McNutt may have lost her hosting privileges. So when I said off the TV, her hosting privileges, after making an embarrassing mistake on First Take, at the very least, there might be friction behind the scenes. Bingo. Still beef, meaning they don't respect what she said and did. Mind you, Stephen A., that's on your watch. McNutt could lose the locker room at ESPN. According to Outlook, countless ESPN staffers were embarrassed by Monica McNutt's mistake. They saying she made the whole network look bad, made them lose credibility because they are in competition with many other networks. So they saying, how the hell do you have somebody on national TV that is looking straight at a Barry Sanders jersey, but does not know who the hell Barry Sanders is? That's like you being a rapper, but you looking at Run DMC and you don't know who they are. You're looking at L Cool J and you don't know who he is. That's what that is. You're looking at Ice Cube, but you don't know who he is. But you claim to cover rap music. That's what this is. And the whole world saw it. So look, that means incompetent, y'all. That means not doing your job, not paying attention. Still, they were embarrassed for her, for the producers, for management, and for the ESPN brand. Told you she being blamed with all that shit. Actually, she being blamed more than Shannonsharpe for embarrassing ESPN. But I want you to see who watches on, who faces on. So when I said the end of Black entertainment, I'm telling you, even sports hosting, everything, they gave them all enough rope to hang themselves. They understood these people, if you give enough freedom, they will lose it because they lose it in front of cameras. You always going to hear about them doing something weird, something they shouldn't be doing or saying on a fucking camera. Everybody know this, y'all. So look, as you see right here, countless ESPN staffers about the segment, they heard about it. Many prefaced their reactions with, I like Monica, but still they were embarrassed. So that means her face is no good. That means you making us lose ratings. Now you got to put it together. They already losing ratings because of Shannonsharpe. That's one thing. Another thing is this. Everybody don't want to listen to no damn Stephen A. People like me and others tolerate Stephen A. Everybody don't want to hear Stephen A. They want to see Molly. Now Molly leaving. Okay. Some people did like Monica McNutt. A lot of WNBA players. A lot of black women like Monica McNutt. Now she's going to be gone. Now they got Cam Newton. A lot of people don't like him. So you see where the show is going at, right? Now let's get to this. This is also the secret within ESPN. Whether nobody like it or not, they are the future of this whole shit, of the WNBA. They are the future cash cows. They are the face. They are the money bag. So it's two things being done. The real WNBA that has been built off the backs of those women playing now. They tried to make a narrative that the woman in the WNBA were jealous of these two women. This is what I know for a fact. Monica McNutt is cool with the woman of the WNBA. Mollyqerim is too. These are facts. Look at it like this. These are facts. Monica McNutt is cool with all the black women of the WNBA because she used to play basketball too. She cool with all the sisters. So when this Caitlin Clark, Andrew Reese shit broke out, Monica McNutt made a lot of comments on the situation. I also think part of getting her off TV is so next year she won't be able to comment on nothing. The same way I told you, nobody's going to be able to take up for LeBron James on TV this year. That was also part of getting off the TV. Now, for those who do not know, this one I get to show y'all the internet and reality. Once again, the world you live in and the real world. Now, the internet world y'all live in, all you heard was Caitlin Clark, Andrew Reese. Why? Andrew Reese also a podcast. This new generation, all celebrities are trained with the package deal. Back in the day, it was sing, dance, act. Now, all celebrities must be actors and have social media pages. If they play sports, it doesn't matter. If they sing, if they act, they must all be actors and have social media platforms where they act at. So, now I get to show y'all reality. How you can keep hearing about Andrew Reese, Caitlin Clark, Andrew Reese, Caitlin Clark, Andrew Reese, Caitlin Clark, Andrew Reese. Let's keep going. Both of their sneakers just got released. Andrew Reese, Caitlin Clark. But I'm going to show you. You're going to like who they want you to like. You're going to focus on what they want you to focus on. I'm just going to show it to you through sports. Now, the reality is, this is the real queen of the WNBA. Her name is Andrew Reese. Excuse me, y'all. Excuse me. See, that's how much they put Andrew Reese in my fucking head. That's how much they put in my head. Now, check this out. Let me speed it up. First of all, the WNBA, the Aces, Las Vegas, they won 16 games in a row this year. I did not see that covered one time on First Take. But if Monica McNutt was on it, she would have spoke about it. A'ja Wilson is the real queen of the WNBA, and she will bust both of their ass put together on the same team. These are facts. She will bust damn near everybody in the NBA ass. These are facts. She can play in the NBA right now. I'll give her an average of between 16 to 20 points. These are facts. So when I tell you I've been watching the WNBA, I say I've been watching this about 2020. Now, this is the thing. They already been winning championships. But the WNBA was dominated by those women. And I think they want to look, it's like this, man. This is what happened, man. She wasn't getting no shine. A lot of them wasn't getting no light. So when Caitlin Clark and Andrew Reese got drafted, a lot of people know what's up. It's all about the money. So they try to make it like they were jealous of them. They tried to make it like on First Take, they try to make it like this is what they try to make it like. I'm just be honest. The black women are jealous of Caitlin Clark. So being that they made a narrative, the black woman are jealous of Caitlin Clark, is no black woman going to be on TV to critique her. That's one thing. But they're also making it like they're jealous of Caitlin Clark. So being that this year, the Aces went 16-0. Caitlin Clark been injured. She ain't been playing. But to spite them, they have not been talking about them because, in my opinion, they want to prove a point. I think they're purposely taking the camera off the WNBA. So next year, they're going to say, see what happened? See what happened? You see what happened when they don't play? See, they didn't play, right? Y'all ain't getting no views. Y'all views went down last year. WNBA, y'all see, y'all not that good without Caitlin and Angel Reese. That's the narrative they pushing, where they try to make it like the women were haters. So this is what they trying to do. Okay, y'all. Since y'all think that we crowning Caitlin Clark, since y'all think we clowning these two, now y'all prove to us y'all can make it without them. So I know, in my opinion, I'm just gonna say it. I think they sat both of them down to see if those views gonna drop, and at the same time, they took the camera and attention off the WNBA. How I know that? Because we also saw the stories about dildos being thrown on the court. It happened twice. After those dildos got thrown, I didn't hear about that shit no more. And this how I know. I watched the WNBA. Games been coming on. I ain't fucking been knowing. If I don't look for the game, I'm not going to see it. Told you, they do the same thing with everything. My channel, whatever they don't want you to see, is called shadow banning the shit. Take the camera off and take the spotlight. Meaning, only the people that's in tune will find it and know how to find it. So if I don't look for WNBA, it's a blackout on that shit. To prove it, if you did not hear about them winning 16 games in a row, they broke a goddamn historical record. So when I keep telling you, they're going to tell you about failure, they're going to tell you about who winning. Now look, the Aces finished the 2025 WNBA regular season with a 30-14 record. They clinched the number 2 seed in the WNBA playoff and ended the regular season on a 16-game winning streak. This marked the second longest winning streak in league history. All right, they hold the first one. So as you see, 16 games in a row, she's the star of the show. And she been a star of that shit. She been a star of WNBA. But remember, she's one of them people that we say she keep it real. But it also said they was keeping it too real. So you know what really happened too? They was mad that the original WNBA players, black and white, all races, they was mad that they didn't bow down. Because they know this will happen. The same thing the NBA did with LeBron, they doing it with them. And they not with the shit. And Monica and them been on TV speaking up for the shit. Because she speak up for the WNBA. So it's a lot of reasons why she ain't going to be on TV. Now, back to some more fucking embarrassment. Once again, you see Monica Minuk showing it, right? Okay, then. Don't get it twisted, Stephen A. Your views about them women, huh? I know I watch. They part of it. Because, hey, a woman that can break down sports, that's a good look. Especially when they got real knowledge in sports. Now, let's speed it up. Just like watching a woman busting ass. Ain't nothing wrong with that. The woman play more physical than the men, y'all. These are facts. The woman go down to the paint. The woman post up. The woman play harder and more competitive than the men. And they just didn't want the public to know. I'm not playing with y'all. So we're going to leave it at that. So look, let's speed it up. We still in the sports world. I'm going to connect the dots. Another big story, the biggest story smoking. They downplaying right now as we speak. Kawhi Leonard's in trouble. Him, the owner of the Clippers. It's a lot going on with this. I'm not even going to try to figure it out. But the main thing being portrayed, Kawhi Leonard is being portrayed as a slickster. He's being portrayed as this guy. He's not innocent as he portrayed. He's been taking money, and they portray his uncle as a scammer and a dirty uncle that take money. They're putting them out there as their money scammers. Yeah. Because it is said that the owner of the Clippers did a deal with a company, and the company allegedly was bogus. Somehow, all I know is this. It is said that Kawhi Leonard was given $28 million to play his role. He don't got to do shit. He's got to play his role. Come to the Clippers. And it was said that the owner had some type of deal with a company, and this company is supposed to ran off now. but it was said that they were dealing with some type of foreign entity, some type of bogus-ass company. And a lot of under-the-table deals happened. Some illegal shit happened, allegedly. Meaning this shit open right now as we speak. It is being said that Kawhi Leonard might lose his current contract. Meaning the Clippers going to cut his ass off. Now, let me show you how the Clippers and the Lakers relate. Remember when I showed you that black stuff is over? The Clippers were the face of all the black movements. I can't breathe. Remember? The Lakers. The Clippers and the Lakers were to pacify the black community in Los Angeles. Since there is no black community in Los Angeles, they don't have no all-black teams no more. It's not about them no more. So Kawhi Leonard, goodbye. We brought you back to L.A. to sell tickets in L.A. because you're from L.A. We started this gimmick of letting all stars come back to their hometown for ticket sales. That's it. Now, it's not about you guys in Los Angeles no more. I'm going to tell you again. Los Angeles will no more ever again be about you guys no more like that. We gave you guys the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, the 2000s. It will never be all black no more. The proof will be after the Olympics. After 2028, you probably won't be seeing no more in LA unless you're visiting. Now, Kawhi Leonard face punishment. Now, let me give you the whole run through to show you it's all related. Kawhi Leonard is in trouble. Monica McNutt is in trouble. Chaka Khan is being accused of being dementia, delusional, and embarrassing at the same time. At the same time, Geno Smith embarrassed Tom Brady, throwing 3 interceptions on Monday Night Football and made a lot of people lose money betting on the Raiders. He's disgraced. So I'm giving you the full narrative. It ain't just one person. Told you, it's all over. All right? So I'm going to just speak. See, this is a complicated question. If all Leonard did was accept $28 million contract for doing no work, the league will have a hard time pinning too much punishment on him. They saying he might not get punished too much, but they saying he might lose that money. But as with the Smith case, Leonard is certainly in danger of losing his contract, which comes in at $50 million for each of the next 2 years, taking that money. But the NBA already started this, y'all. A couple years ago, they already started to let them hang themselves. This is what I've been showing y'all. Russell Westbrook getting low money. They made it with James Harden, didn't get his max. They made it with none of them got their max. I've been knowing the whole shit. They been phasing them out. They just needed them for ticket sales and to pacify those communities. The truth and the proof is they know y'all don't buy no fucking tickets. You don't take your kids to see no games. So I'm telling you, for a lot of reasons, they're not pandering to y'all. All y'all do is watch highlight clips online. Y'all fucking life is online now. You don't buy shit, so we don't have to market to y'all no more. It's all together. Fans and the people y'all look up to. Y'all market is irrelevant. This is why y'all were not on no agenda. Y'all economy is not booming no more. Y'all stock ain't booming. Y'all words ain't booming. Your music ain't booming. Your talent not booming. You're corny. You're boring. Same old, same old. Same soup reheated. This was being done. So why should we keep paying y'all? Why are we giving you all this money? Why? That's the case. Go online. You can go online. You can still be you and know your fans going to still listen to you. Other than that, we done with y'all. You're not getting no more millions. So Kawhi, your $50 million will be taken. You can go anywhere you want, but you won't be in Los Angeles with this 50. Guess what else happened? They're also sticking it back to Kawhi Leonard for what he did to the Raptors. The Raptors wanted to give him the keys to the city. Toronto Raptors offered him free restaurant forever. Free condo forever. They say his uncle was greedy. His uncle wanted money investment in the hockey team. So he stuck it to the Raptors. Remember, he won and left them. I'm going back home to LA like a nigga. He went backwards. He went back to the hood. If Kawhi would have stayed in Toronto, y'all, he would have still been the king of that shit. What else y'all not looking at? When these Negroes kept leaving teams, they were ruining fucking franchise investments. So I'm telling you, the blacks are fucking getting kicked out for a lot of reasons. They're not solid investments for many reasons no more. That player empowerment meant they gave them power to hang themselves. That's what happened. So now, KAWHI, we let you guys get all your money. We let y'all sit on your ass, load management. Now we have replaced all of you niggas. We replaced all of y'all. It's the facts. We only use y'all for jersey sales now and sports prop bets. That's right. Other than that, nope. Now let's go back to another sorry-ass individual, Monique. Monique is still talking about Tyler Perry, and she's still talking about Oprah. You're going to see her pattern. Only time she come out is if it has something to do with Tyler Perry and Oprah. Other than that, Monique says nothing. Because that is her role. Now, y'all know Oprah and Tyler been getting dragged. She had to say what she had to say. People say, Monique, when you going to stop with Tyler and Oprah? She says, I'm not just so, she says, just so we clear, I'm not. She says she's not going to stop. She told fans, because we've gotten so used to letting it go and moving on. Well, where does that come from? Let it go. That dates all the way back to slavery. Just don't say nothing. Just keep moving on. And that's why we continue to be treated the way that we do. It comes from slavery. She said, letting stuff go comes from slavery. The question is, do y'all agree with her? Now I'm going to keep showing you. Whenever y'all show y'all face, y'all always talking black talk. Can you guys ever make a fucking statement without talking about black racist shit or goddamn slavery? Hey guys, slavery ended 1865. But who the fuck kept talking about it 100 years straight? Who almost been talking about the shit 200 years straight? See that, niggers? You don't let shit go. Everybody else let slavery go. This is why you call hypocrites. You keep talking about the shit. 1 minute you want the world to change, but you want to keep talking about the same shit. 1 minute, let's change. 1 minute, we're going to keep talking about racist shit. How we going to change? Keep talking. How you going to forgive me for punching you in the face if you keep talking about it every day? You're crazy. This week, you forgive me for punching you in the face. Next week, you bring the shit up again. That's y'all. You don't get it. But what you don't get is this what made you look like fools and idiots and weirdos and hypocrites. You're still talking about it. Meanwhile, you could have showed by advancement because you guys still didn't get it. The only way you win is by being quiet and by success. That's what all the old people did. Nobody spoke a lot. Just you. All generations, all nations spoke in signs and symbols. It's called economy. They speak through what? Community. They speak through accomplishments, accolades. They speak through their children, their fruit from their trees. They don't talk all day. No other race has to talk, but you will see their works through their creations. When you go outside, when you online, you're going to see it everywhere. And everywhere you look, you're going to see them still talking about race, even though they still in last place. These are facts. But I want you to see now, the world is talking about everything, doing everything. They're still talking about race because all they know is race and all they know is rape. That's all they know. Freak nation. Weirdos. Now, if they had the same energy for everything the same, it would be fair, but they don't. So, once again, talking about slavery. So, who been keeping these people down? The white man ain't been passing out no books about slavery. Who the one been keeping that shit going? Who the only one that care about it? Who the only one? Now, what's their real prison? They didn't know their real prison was not letting shit go. Trick. Once again, Monique is tricking y'all. We're not supposed to let stuff go. Now, let's prove it real simple. When I told you, people from a certain era, they fucking dumb and they should shut up. Now, let's keep it real simple. Okay. How long has she been talking about Tyler Perry and Oprah? What has changed? When you go admit, Monique, if you don't talk about them, you won't even be seen or heard. You've been talking about them. What did you do about it? Hey, Monique, since you've been talking, did you shoot your own independent film? Did you do any work since you've been talking? Because all I hear is talking. So, since you're just talking, if somebody asks you when you're going to let it go, why the hell you bringing up slavery? Slavery has nothing to do with it. The reason why y'all still in bondage, because you the ones didn't let it go. Meanwhile, every fucking human race on this planet has been in slavery. And what you niggas gonna say? You know, slavery, that comes from Slovenia. You know, the Slavic people, that word, it comes from slavery. Slavery comes from the word Slavic people. Y'all so fucking dumb. I'm gonna keep saying it. Every nation has been in bondage, and that shit goes back thousands of years. Once they conquered shit in war, there was no such thing as you going free. Once we have a fight and we win, you work for us. Back then, there was no such thing as companies and shit. Everybody got enslaved. You pick a goddamn nation. So every time y'all talk about slavery, y'all still prove your ignorance that you have not used this internet to research world history, and you will fucking see every country, every island has been in bondage, dummies. But you guys kept thinking you were the most important slaves. So that's why you looked as the most important idiots now, because you will not let it go. The world is diverse, and the world laughing at y'all. So while you talking about slavery, Monique, look what they talking about you right now. They saying y'all was down with a lot of, y'all looked up, all y'all churches had gay preachers. They say, Monique, talk about that freaky shit. While you talking about race, they talking about how all your people hump on each other. Y'all whole shit is sex and violence. Y'all hump on each other and kill each other. That's the narrative on y'all. We gonna talk about that. What else they saying? They're trolling the art of dialogue, and they're trolling Clifton Powell. Clifton Powell has videos running on art of dialogue that he doesn't do that gay stuff. He's not with that Hollywood shit. But as he's doing that, he's being trolled. They saying he's a criminal. They saying he's not innocent. See that? Clifton Powell's sentence is final. Goodbye forever. No, this is somebody trolling black entertainment. When I said it doesn't matter which one. Every time somebody come out, they ass on the chopping block. Did I not tell you that? Bingo, bingo, bingo. Now, when I said it ain't just Diddy, you remember this part. When this Diddy trial is over with, every single person with a name that is still playing around and they are not proven to be authentic and organic, they will be exposed because it's a campaign on all of them. Monique, your turn gonna be soon too. Matter of fact, Monique, you already had your turn. But I'm gonna keep showing y'all what they saying about y'all. Huh? 15 worst ways black pastors have died. You still talking about Tyler Perry, Oprah. Meanwhile, they saying all y'all preachers are fruity. They saying the whole Hollywood is fruity. They saying, Monique, you and Chaka Khan, y'all witches. They say y'all deal with that witchcraft. Monique, what you know about that? You know why I say that, y'all? In this same article, you know what she said? I still love them though. I still love them though. But I gotta stay on them because they gotta know what they did is not, it wasn't right what they did. Two things can be true, Monique. You are right. You do have the right to drag them. Just keep it real. Them motherfuckers blackball me, I'm gonna stay on their ass because I'm getting this money. I'm gonna make money off their ass. They ain't want me to get this money. I'm gonna make money off their name every time. Just keep it real. Don't put slavery in it. That's your problem. That's it. Might want to hear that shit. Do people from Ireland got to start going live about how they was in slavery? Huh? No, that's why for everybody that talk about slavery, that's why I'm going to do this and I'm going to kill it. Meaning this part 2. I just been waiting on it. I already did part 1 last year. When I finish this, I'm not talking about that slave shit no more. You see that? You all come from Negro land. All y'all that talk that slave talk, you come from Negro land. It's a real place. All right? And where you come from is what I want y'all to understand. The people from Negro land, they sold all y'all ass. It was a deal. When y'all pull up at this goddamn, when y'all pull up to Negro land, we will have all those Negroes standing right here on this shore, and you will have your favorite pick. Our job is to get them and have them ready. So when you keep talking, you're going to keep exposing your ignorance. Negro land is for real, but you still in there. You still come from there. No, y'all, it was a real place. This is where they went and got y'all from. All y'all who still talk about slavery, this where y'all from. All y'all who talk about race, this where the fuck you're from. Negro land. All right? Those same people y'all talk about, they the ones that sold your ass. That's why Nigeria, Ghana, everywhere else is more richer than your fucking city, dummy. And you still talking about red, black, green. You still talking about race. They don't tell you so many ways. You guys are not from here, idiots. You're not from here. That's why we sold your ass. Ha ha. And apologized already. You still didn't get it. You were online, dummies. You were watching rappers. So, I said kill that, and it's done, y'all. I'm not talking about none of that race shit no more. Because the whole world know already, except for them. Let's go. See that? The race game make money. Did a special on that. Race makes money. It's called a black and white game that you eat up. The black and white game was for y'all to participate in it. Why? Well, a black and white game had to be created, so they always will pick black. Go over there. Yeah, we just tricked them. So let's go. Now, she talking about Tyler Perry. Here's the truth on Tyler Perry. Nobody cares about Tyler Perry. And half of those shits is fake fucking posts. 1,411 posts. No, Monique, you're not going to try to make me think Tyler over popping. Y'all all washed up. These are the facts. See Tyler trending? 1,000. That's very low. Hey, when they were winning, that should have said 20,000, 30,000. Here's my proof. Nobody cares about black entertainment. Nobody even care about Tyler Perry and his fucking charges. You just understand this. As you see it crash, just know everybody covering this shit, your turn next. No, that's why I say a lot of people dealing with fake ass numbers. They know the fake numbers keep the fans. If they don't keep them fake ass numbers, them fans gonna pew. They know that. So let's go. Cardi B is in the trash. We know this. So let's get back to it. Do you see her on TV doing damage control? Cardi B was singing. So Jennifer Hudson started singing. You said they made Jennifer Hudson look like Chaka Khan? Let's go back to the 70s. Chaka Khan. Told y'all always gonna look like the past. If I asked y'all what's the look for next year, you couldn't even tell me. No, y'all pyramid is the past, or y'all content is the past. Everything you say is the past. Meanwhile, life has passed you. See that? Cardi B was dancing. Guess what they were doing? They were gaslighting her ass, gassing up. They were like, oh, go Cardi. And she was dancing. Her ass was so stiff, I didn't realize how hard. I'm not playing with you, y'all. That shit on Cardi back is like a big ass cancer lump. That shit hard as fuck. She was trying to dance. That shit didn't even look right, y'all. No, they were, man, this shit was a joke. A joke. Straight joke. Nobody cares about none of this shit, y'all. So you watching this game die. Let me spruce you up with some real shit. The real world. When I told you this was going on for real. This woman got caught with so much fatty, they said it's enough to kill 12 million people. That's how much fentanyl she got caught with. Then I want you to think, which neighborhood you think all that shit was going to go at? Which neighborhood all this shit move at? You do the homework. She got caught with a possession of more than 24,958 grams of fentanyl. They say that amount is enough to kill more than 12 million people, with just 2 milligrams potentially proven fatal. So, when you heard it was a campaign on everybody's sex trafficking, everybody's sudden death, Fetty, here's the proof. Once again, when I said damn it, the whole America is going to be locked up for sex crimes and selling drugs, here's the proof. It's not going to stop till everybody's gone. Here's the proof. Gaston County Police arrest woman on fentanyl trafficking charges. I also know a lot of these women are mothers, because a lot of them are also under control by certain men, and these men are punking their ass. These men are making them do shit, and they're the ones getting set up for failure. It's a lot of men into sacrificing your ass. Kiss your kids goodbye. The system gonna get all y'all kids. Every woman get locked up, kid take them, system take them kids get sold around the world. It's gonna happen. Told you, everybody's going to prison, y'all. Everybody that is not legit, that don't have a legitimate household, that don't have a steady income, either the government take care of your ass or you got a fucking job. It is no two other ways, and I don't got to play with none of y'all. Either you got a government help, meaning government help somewhere or another, military, public assistance, disability. If you don't got that, you ain't gonna make it. Either that or a job. If you got a business, your shit better be booming, and you better have a vision of your business booming the next 5 years. If you don't have none of the above, you just keep watching. No, this shit will not be televised. It will not be written about till it's over. Now let me keep showing you how rap is over. And it's a cartoon and it's a joke to everybody. See that? Here's what they think about you. Y'all are now cartoon characters. Let me show you real life cartoon characters. See fatjoe, Jadakiss? See? Rappers. Somehow you see the same thing, don't you? See the same colors? Now, this is what I'm going to show you. Then I'll tell you whenever you see them rappers, they're going to look fucking miserable. Do they look happy to you? Do they look happy? Then I tell you, they're so miserable, they can't even fake smile no more. I've been showing you on many different pictures, y'all. They can't even fake it. They are hurting. Let me also show you how they got their old ass marketing sneakers. Ain't nobody buying no fucking sneakers. Rap fans are broke. Nobody care about no hot sneaker coming out. That's how I know y'all delusional. When I go outside, I don't see nobody fresh. I ain't seen nobody fresh from head to toe in months, maybe a year. Ain't nobody buying no sneakers. But I'm showing you what they got to do. I'm showing you what they doing. But I'm also showing you how they all know it's over, y'all. They can front all you want. All they want. Both of these two guys are fucking signed to Jay-Z's Rock Nation, and they all friends of Diddy. Diddy handpicked Jadakiss. You see how Jadakiss look? You see how fatjoe look, right? All right, then. It's all on their face. Like that song say. They don't got to say a word. This what hip-hop is now. It's dying. It's a cartoon. Let me also show you why everything is dead. It's a new world. This is Jeopardy. Now, I gave all these hints before. In America, white people had their time. They had the stage. I went into it already. You can go all the way back to the 1900, 1600, get it? You go back, 1960, 70, 19. But see, after a certain era, like in the late 60s, 70s, it started to cross over to the blacks. White people had their time to shine. Black people had their time to shine. The people who turn to shine now is the rainbow. I done told y'all a million times. It is now their turn. This is also why blacks, you're not the favorite on TV, because you didn't get that the rainbow community is also part of the minority. They are the new minority. They are the favorite minority because it's their turn now. This is why you're going to see more trans activity. When I showed you they on TV now, it's their turn to shine, which means, sorry, black people, your spots have been taken. You had your time already. We are now into diversity. Different races, different sexuality, different people, different opinions. So I'm just showing you what I've been showing you. This is where the world is at now. Because it is other people's turn now. I say that to give you the proof. It is not about y'all no more. Y'all were the minority. It was y'all turn in the damn 60s. Now it's a new day. Most of y'all are this anyway now. So it should be no problem. That's what it's about. So I got to give y'all the truth. Now this is the last update, the realest update of TikTok. Like I said, I just spoke about it yesterday. I said, when the U.S. buy it, then I'll be on it. As of now, you guys are still under the watch of China. China has all you guys' records and information. Also, when they sell it, y'all better hope they broke a deal where China don't get to keep y'all info. Because that's what's going to happen. Some of y'all have y'all TikTok email linked in with your bank account email. Some of y'all got y'all TikTok email linked in with your life email. That's a mistake, guys. Sorry. I already told you my opinion. TikTok has been used as a tracker. Everybody that pushes agenda be on TikTok. TikTok also has a bomb on it. You guys didn't get it yet. I always knew TikTok had a timer. I knew it got a purpose. Always stayed off that shit for a reason. Now, TikTok also has been the device used for gaslighting. TikTok is an app that is used for brainwashing. It is used for a lot. The main thing TikTok is used for is studying humans. You're also being studied in China. You're in databases. Now, as people be talking about Charlie and all of these gov things, they're all being tracked. As they're being tracked, somehow life situation is going to start changing. I'll tell you straight up. If all you're doing is talking about Charlie, if that's all you guys know and talking about is politics and this kind of shit, I'm not going to say nothing. I'll tell you this hint. As you focusing on Charlie, you just keep focusing on how they moving in on these cities. Remember that part. Just remember this other part. After they finish with this Charlie stuff, back to the regular scheduled program. What's that? Cleaning up them cities. Yes, right. Them cities all getting locked down. Just remember that part. You're going to be talking about Charlie today. But soon you ain't going to be talking about shit. Because somehow a lot of y'all people in these ghettos, they selling fentanyl and they sex trafficking in these ghettos. In all these black cities, somehow it's a lot of criminal activity. How we know that? They're watching their ass on TikTok and they're watching their ass on Instagram and OnlyFans. At this point, it's proven. Everybody in these communities that don't have jobs, that don't have government assistance, they're either leeching off their friends, they're trying to sell drugs, or they're selling their ass. So all of these apps are being watched, combed, scanned, because the apps is the tracker. They know everybody that's on the app need the app for money. They know everybody that's on the app is in the fucking house, which means it's not hard to find them. You know exactly where they at. Yes. Also, when I told you that it is jobs using this to fire people, it's all together. It's a game being played called let people hang themselves. Yeah, that's what happened. So like I said, when Tia Mowry said this, I already know what's up. These are the people being watched online. Black people cheering Charlie Kirk's death are demons. Anybody doing that shit, they are all the ones being put in the database, all the ones being studied and tracked as we speak. She said black people are demons. Do you agree with her? See, when we say these things, we talk about majority, because majority rules. Majority not always right, but majority rules. When everybody is participating in something, that's the majority. When everybody is doing something, that's the majority. When we can look around without no clue, meaning no discrepancy, and we know what it is by looking around, that's the majority. If I say the majority y'all got tents in your car, is that the truth? Majority y'all love to get high. Majority y'all love to get drunk. Majority y'all love Instagram. Is it the truth? So that's what I mean, y'all. Everybody had to get bunched in the barrel. So one day they could say it's all of them. See that? That's what that word do. So this is why I also kept telling y'all. Being that everybody was proud of one word, that was going to be the same one word pop, to make everything stick on everybody. Here's a sticker for you. A sticker. Here go a black sticker. Here go one for you. One for you. It's all y'all. That's why nobody goes under that code but y'all. So when she say people demons, I get it clear. I know what's up. If it don't apply, let it fly. She ain't talking to me. But I understand exactly what she's saying. So the other day when I told y'all it's a separation, I told y'all to y'all face. I'ma just keep giving y'all the proof. When I said it's a separation in this country, people are drawing a line between black people and niggas. All right? Niggas are AKA now called demons. Are you getting it? They're not called niggas no more. They're called demons. I told you, nobody's on that race shit. We don't say the word nigga no more. We don't like y'all because y'all black. No, it's because y'all fucking demons. That's why. The code for the demons is sex and violence. Anywhere you see sex and violence, those where the demons at. That's their code. Sex, violence. 666. All right? That's who they are. So I know exactly what she's saying. Now, you don't believe that? Ask yourself a question. Why is Chaka Khan tweaking out? Why are they doing videos on all of these gay gospel singers? Why are they doing specials on all these black preachers that been dying? Talking about preachers been found dead in tubs. Basically what they've been trying to say, all of them claim they preachers, but the way they died, it don't look like the Lord was with none of them. That's what they're trying to say. They also talking about how them people, how they dying out this movie. They dying off. Many ways. No, I'm showing y'all the real live narrative right now as we speak. So while he talking about lawyers say this is why they're trying to say this also the new game they play on y'all, man. Everybody's a lawyer. Everybody's a fucking doctor now. All right. Lawyer says this is why black people have been targeted by police. Keeping the narrative going, y'all, for you to always be scared of police. All right, let's do another vote. How many of y'all actually been, let's do a real vote. I like to do real analytics, right? How many of y'all actually been pulled over by the police for no reason and beat up? Two things, pulled over by the police for no reason, and then twice, beat up. How many of y'all been beat up by police? Keep it real, y'all. And then I'm going to ask, if you did get pulled over by the police, did you do anything to get pulled over by police? Anyone can debate if they practice. Let's just keep this real, y'all. This is the separation from the real world and the fake world. Now, this is what I will say. If you are in the drug community, if you in the crime community, you will get pulled for no reason. So like I said, even when I got pulled for no reason, I know why I got pulled, because we was in the hood and they were looking for shit. So that's another thing two people got to understand. Getting pulled for no reason, you got to count that shit out the hood. Anything in the hood, they got the right. If you're in a neighborhood where people sell drugs and die at, they got the right to pull you whenever they want to. These are facts. That's another unwritten code people didn't know. I had been pulled over for no reason. Okay. A lot of us been pulled over for no reason. Now, when you got pulled over, what happened after that? That's the question. That's the next question. What happened to that? That's the next question. After you got pulled over by police, how did you deal with them pulling you over? Because that's going to determine what's going to happen to you every time. All right. So we got to separate the real world from the fake world. It's 2025. I want to know how many people actually been beat up by police and put up for some shit they didn't do, or being somewhere they ain't supposed to be at. Now, if you want to count you being pulled by the police, you got to count some shit like, man, I was leaving work, I got pulled for no reason. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be somewhere and you got pulled for no reason just because your skin color. And meanwhile, you got, after he pulled you over, he dealt with you accordingly. Meaning, I'm going to pull your ass over for my own purposes, and I'm going to treat you the same way, and I'm going to do it because I feel like it. Okay. Now, a lot of us been in the street, on blocks all day, all that shit. I tell you straight up, from young, I done ran from police, I done got out of cars, ran from it, I done did it all. But I tell you the truth, I've never been arrested for some shit I did not do. I've never been beat up by police. I've never been harassed by police for some shit. Because me, like I say, I'm from the hood. So I know, even if we was in the hood and got pulled over, we still indulge. We indulge in shit. We ain't do nothing that day. We ain't do nothing that time, but I know what's up. We suspect. We 4 deep in the car or 1 deep and we look a certain way. I got a fitted hat. I got tents. You didn't know? Tents mean you always doing some shit. You didn't know that, y'all. Tents is a reason to pull you over every time. Because I'm not a police. I look at it different now. When I see people that police pull around my shit, I be looking at, who the fuck is that? It make you look shady. Who is that? Who is that? Who is that? No, the way you live, you make yourself look shady. If you're in the hood, 10 out windows, people think, why the fuck they always got 10? They doing something there. I got to find out. That's why. Now I'm asking you, how many times you got pulled over in a car with no tinted windows? How many times you got pulled in a car without blasting music and no tinted windows? Tell me how many times you got pulled in the car by yourself, no tints, no music. And not in the hood. All right, those are real questions. So we're going to leave that alone. I'm just going to show y'all nobody cares about none of that shit. Because this is your reality. We're in a time now, people, you live in your world. If that's the world you live in, talking about cops pull you over all day, that's your fucking life. But that's why you ain't going to get nowhere. So on top of that, y'all, this is what gangster rap is. All right, this is what the whole pyramid is. The whole thing is a joke. From the rappers to Chaka Khan to TV. So as you watch this live documentary called The End of an Era, I'm going to tell you the slogan that I always tell you is, who's next? That's all we talking about. I didn't expect Chaka Khan to be embarrassed. What they say about Chaka Khan? Chaka Khan cannot sit still. And she is acting strange. Does Chaka Khan have dementia? She doesn't remember shit. Everything Andy Cohen asked her, she didn't remember. She did not remember the most famous Beatle that's still alive, Paul McCartney. Even I know that. She didn't remember. She told a story about when she fell on her ass on stage. Patti LaBelle said, "How? I don't remember." So now look at it like this. You know damn well, family, if you're doing an interview and you're not asking the questions, now you're pissing people off. You're watching this interview, but you ain't asking no questions. Then ask yourself a question. Why they didn't edit it out? Okay, what else they say she was doing? Playing with her hair. Like a kid, you know how you tweaking your hair or crackheads do? Come here, nephew, let me get a piece of that. And they play with their hair and shit. Yeah, she was doing that tweaking shit. Some viewers were left feeling concerned over Chaka Khan's behavior. Chaka Khan might be Megan Thee Stallion mother. We don't know. We don't fucking know. Because they starting to look alike. Let's go. Chaka Khan, they saying she did it the whole episode. She spent the episode nervously tugging on and playing with her hair. She had a hard time answering some of Andy Cohen's burning questions. It all started when she recalled the time she fell on her behind. So obviously, it's also this narrative of when he started asking her questions, she started to come under pressure. Did she think Andy was going to ask about freak-offs and shit like that? Chaka Khan is traumatized, y'all. What I'm telling you is this. You're watching the end of an era. Chaka Khan was Megan Thee Stallion, Nicki Minaj, Cardi B. She was all of them back then. The difference is it wasn't a lot of her to go around, but she went around a lot. Because in this game back then, them executives, y'all, they had a lot of fun. You see they made her bust them legs open, right? Now, remember, now put your mind back then when the church was popping, and that right there was considered some low-down, dirty shit. This is when they first started to see. So, now to this day, I talk about bad bitches. What I kept saying, ain't nothing new. Your lashes you go crazy for, nothing new. Nails, makeup, because the secret is, y'all little kids. This is the secret on y'all. We taught y'all to play with beauty with Barbie dolls. But when you get older, you're going to still play with beauty as if you're a child. And you will always be wrapped up in beauty like a child. That's the whole narrative. Right? That's why to this day, you guys love childish shit the most. Young man, you love cars because you played with cars when you were young. Hey, also, if you're a construction worker and you play with Tonka trucks, that's not a mistake. See, you're going to play with toys when you're young. But when you get older, you're going to still love cars. They're toys. You're going to play with Barbie dolls, beauty. You're going to play with hairbrushes. But when you get older, you guys are going to still love beauty the same. But when you comprehend it is only one people like that, then you will get why the world has moved on. And that's all it is. Nothing but harsh realities every day, y'all. Harsh reality. But it's still entertainment. Told you, man. It's still entertainment. Now, soon, if you're not already, you're going to start seeing all this shit on your timeline that you're not subscribed to. So, AI takeover is for real. I do not see nobody I'm subscribed to that's a human unless I click on their channel. If I see Sister T sometime, though. If I don't do that, I'm not going to see nobody. Get it? They making sure I see this. They want me to do videos on this. They want me to be part of the trend of exposing black entertainment, black leaders, black culture, black religion, everything. Everything they do. So I want you to see this when I said it's everything. It's the church. It's the music. It's the sports. It's the TV. It's a full campaign. Now, how you get it clear? You know for a fact, none of this stuff was being made before. Now what you're looking at 8 days ago, recent, meaning they on the job. Clifton Powell, you've been seeing. If it wasn't for Clifton Powell, all the dialogue wouldn't have had too much. Other people wouldn't have had too much to watch. Now, since Clifton Powell came back out talking about Hollywood, what happened to him? He's not being spared. They actually saying he's a bad guy. And they're saying Clifton Powell, they lying on him saying he on the run. Clifton Powell sentenced to life. Clifton Powell's sentence is final. Goodbye forever. This is them pranking Black Hollywood. This is them pranking him saying, Clifton, you're Black Hollywood. Well, even if you're not, you're trying to come out, get a name for yourself. You're trying to still talk about Hollywood. Hold this L real quick. That's what they doing. This is also to destroy the art of dialogue too. I told you, no platform is going to be spared. Every time they put somebody on their platform, every time they're going to get dragged, y'all. It's not going to stop. You see the views? Let me show you also how they putting sauce on it. This video got more views than any video Clifton Powell just did. Any video the art of dialogue just did, it got more views than that. So I know I'm going to show you the game. I know them views ain't real, but those views are to deceive anybody that don't know better. Those views are to take away from what he's doing already. So when you see the art of dialogue, you're going to see that. But then you're going to see this got more views. And it's going to say, he's sentenced to life. What is it to do? Put a bad narrative on him. So you're going to say, Clifton Powell, I thought he was good. What'd he do? And somebody going to what? They're going to tap in. Now, I didn't click on it. But the video might be on some shit contradicting him, saying all the bad shit he did. He really got lawsuits. I think it was saying that in the beginning. Because y'all know now the video will play, you don't got to click on it. So that's the shit I do too. So as it was playing, I ain't gonna lie, it wasn't saying that shit. It was saying Clifton Powell he has been broke, an alcoholic. It was saying certain shit. So I know this is to troll him. And this is my proof when I said everybody from that department is gonna get dragged. So all the dialogue, I know you be watching sometime. This for you too. So I'm telling you, it's a parody. You know what the parody is? Part of it is also everybody I interview. Everybody I interview, y'all put on the spotlight. So when I said the shit like, yo, they supposed to run, when I kept saying they supposed to all ran and bowed out, the more they stay around, the more they put the spotlight on them. Clifton Powell. Oh, that's another one. Let's go research him. Damn, Dad, let's go research him. That's how it's going. Another one. Let's go get him. That's how it's working. It's the system. As y'all try to stay alive, the other people get new content. That's what's happening, man. It's this People that watch the members only, the article going nowhere. The serpent eating his tail, that's what it is. Every time y'all do show somebody, that's the new victim for us to go research. Every time somebody try to say how good they are, we're going to go research to prove to you how bad they are. And it's going to keep going unless they are squeaky clean. So I'm telling you, it's a system. So that's what I'm telling you. This is the fuck with Clinton Powerhead. Hey, this also could be somebody that don't like the way he exposed in Hollywood. I'm telling you, it goes a lot of ways. What else I'm going to tell you in this? Also, the art of dialogue is going to make enemies. That's how it works. Because if you're the art of dialogue, say you interviewing people that they don't like, say if you interviewing people they blackball, soon they ain't going to like your platform because you're giving them a voice. So this could be somebody that don't like Clifton Power doing this shit. I know what this is about because there's more views on it than anything they just did. This is the new trolling, y'all. The new trolling is people imitating you, people shadowing you. That's the new trolling. Let me give you a clear example. Clifton Powell sits on Art of Dialogue, gives his talk. After his spill, this is him being trolled. This is like a spoof or parody. But this is the new trolling. Get it? So when he wake up today, he see this shit. Oh, shit. Fuck with his head. See what I'm saying? That's why I say, y'all, this is for them. This to let him know. Now, say if he really did do some dirt, this to let him know and scare his ass. Oh, shit. That's what it's for. This let them know they're not getting no peace, y'all. That's what it's for. Hey, we know y'all guys coming out trying to get some more work. This is so you won't get no more work. Even though it's a straight lie, somebody gonna see it and believe that shit. They ain't gonna know no better. This is trolling, y'all. That's somebody. Now look at it regular shit. I love to put it in regular English for y'all. If somebody did this to you in the real world, regular shit, would you like it? You go to work, on the phone, they got the picture of you like this. A fake jail picture. Hey, they said you was a jail inmate before. Would you like that? You're gonna be like, oh, I'm showing you. The difference is this. How we just accept this shit because it's celebrities, but I want you to see how it affects them in many ways like it affects us. This is no different from if you went to work and a whole picture passed around your whole company that you were sentenced to life. And it's, you know, it's a lie. It's a fucking straight lie. But the whole job looked at that shit. The whole job clowning that shit. That's what they do in the black entertainment, y'all. So now that you get it, you think of how Serena Williams taking Ozempic. You think of everything. Beyonce putting on Levi's. The whole shit. And like I said, mollyqerim knows Black Hollywood is crashing. She's trying to save herself. Look, the Black experience is not popping no more. Remember, she was married to Jayz Rose during the Black experience. The Black experience put extra zeros in your bank account. Now, they ain't with that shit. So she's not going to stay loyal and crash with this shit. All right? Stephen A was made to be who he is. He was the favorite by ABC. He was the favorite of Disney, ESPN. That's why he is who he is. But now, he has to keep it going because Molly is stepping down. His show is under blast, and shannonsharpe is a prisoner of YouTube. Yes, it is said the girl that took that money from him has been trolling online, laughing, joking. She said, as of now, address me as queen. Shit like that. Laughing and joking with his money, y'all. He is fucking disgraced. Shannonsharpe want me to think he still get 300,000 views and 200,000 views. Try that on somebody else. I know the last hustle y'all have is fake views. Y'all, one day I'm going to do it just to prove it to y'all. Only reason why I ain't do it because I ain't want to fuck with my channel. I do it and tell y'all just to let y'all see what that shit look like. A fake ass video when I'm finished and throw mad numbers on that shit. Yeah, it's called baiting and fishing. See, they know that. It's the fake numbers that get you the real numbers. But see that, shannonsharpe, I caught his ass after 2 hours. Now, anybody know about my lives, it's time you see when I finish, it say 3,000. You know, people with no name, they do videos, it say that when they finish. 2 hours, shannonsharpe, 4,000 views. Why? When I saw this, it was 3 in the morning. You know what that means? he didn't put no sauce on it yet. Now, this is what we're going to do. Later on, we're going to do research on this same video. I bet you that shit be over 100,000. Huh? I don't even think it's 100,000 people left watching YouTube from this community. I don't even believe that shit. I don't believe it's hundreds of thousands of black people watching black content. I just don't believe that shit. If, goddamn it, TV struggling with views, nah. On that note, we're going to get out of here, y'all. Enjoy y'all day. I appreciate y'all for pulling up. But like I said, y'all, everything is going to be diverse in these conversations because these conversations apply to the whole world. I'm only talking about what's going on for real. All right? I don't push agendas. That shit come on TV. I don't got to cover that shit. Why would I cover some shit that come on CNN all day? That's what they do. So, I appreciate all y'all for tapping in. All y'all for getting everything. It's just entertainment. It's just dark, sarcastic opinions. But it's no more laughing and joking. The entertainment you're watching now is called a harsh reality. It's really a fucking drama. Yes, it is. It's really a drama. It's a drama. It's a saga. It's a documentary. That's what you're watching, y'all. So, as we go on with the day, y'all pay attention, carry on. But I appreciate all of y'all. All right? Now, you got to remember this part, too. People had their time already, y'all. So, people can't keep being mad because no one produced. Let me also show you how these niggas are idiots. Lawyers say this is why police target black people. All right, y'all. How many black mayors have been in place since then? How many black mayors been in place in the city since the 60s? How many black mayors been in these? How many black police chiefs has sat at the top? How many police black lieutenants? How many black police sergeants? You see why now this shit sounds fucking retarded? I'm just going to keep showing y'all the dumbest hypocrites on the planet. Before the such thing as an AI robot, it was these people. These people were the first robots ever created, y'all. I'm not fucking playing with you. I swear to God, if you do your homework, you will get it clear. When they went and got them from Negro land, the whole plan was they're going to be remote controls. They are the first remote control. I told you all these things. They are the first remote control. They are the first play toy. There was no such thing as sex toys. There was no such thing as remote control. It was whatever the fuck we tell you to do, you're going to do it. And that was y'all program, and ever since then, it's still in y'all. You only know what you're programmed with. You are the first AI robots. The first. I'm not playing with you. So when I talk about y'all being replaced, guess what y'all being replaced with? The AI robots is to replace y'all. That's why I told you. It is all AI robots doing all black content. That's right. You call it a parrot. They say monkey see, monkey do. The secret is you guys are robots. And we program you to be robots. You only know what you're programmed with. That's why another secret was. They say slavery didn't exist everywhere. They say in some places, all you had to do is leave the plantation and walk away. But you didn't know that, did you? All right, then. So we'll get into that another time, but not today. But when I finish with Negro land, that's it. The big business deal was a plan. Until you acknowledge that the whole slave trade was a business deal, the same way as tariffs on them ships, it was the same thing back then. Only thing back then, the merchandise was not TVs and shit like that. It was you. So, being that you didn't comprehend yet that it was a business deal, that's why my people in Africa be laughing at your ass. And that's why I'll be over here laughing at y'all still, because you only know what you was told. Even though you didn't do no fucking research. So, see them old gray beards? Told you there's a lot of gray beards on YouTube for a reason. So, well, if you see the gray beard, you're going to see that same talk. On that note, have a good day, my family. We out. Oh, yeah, don't forget, this era right here, that era, they grew up on Shaka Khan. That's that era. This is when they grew up on Shaka Khan. So I'm letting you know, it's the whole fucking era. They still talking shit from the fucking 60s. They still talking shit from when Shaka Khan was a star. Huh? That's how far they are, y'all. That's how lost they are. Meanwhile, man, people talking about Megan and shit. We out. That's right, Lorraine. That's right. They were getting all that free shit. Shout out to Lorraine, man. And Lorraine, you always leave good comments all the time. What's up? Shout out to all of y'all that leave comments. What's up? Everybody that support this channel. What's up, H-Town girl? Some of y'all, I miss y'all a lot. I don't get to see y'all. So if I don't say our name in a while, just because I didn't get to say it. I didn't get to see you. What's up? What's up, Leonard? What's up, bro? Big Phil. Shout out to the new people too. What's up, Regal? Everybody in the back. One.